Yo, 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 what's going on at the fight? Well, this your boy Money, and I'm back to continue what I did earlier. My bad to my people in Money Brown Mafia. I had a little situation I had to handle, man. But I'm back now, man. I ain't gonna do a show and don't finish it. You did. But we still talking boxing. Boxing. I ran to Instagram real quick, everybody. I had to put that up about them numbers about Nestor Gibbs, old white self. Kenny Porter. Yeah, we heard y'all. We heard. I forgot where I left off at. But we can start it all the way back over. I will say congratulations to Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia on the great pay per view performance. I mean, good numbers, good numbers. Congratulations on the success to both of them fellas, man. Because people was really hating on them, really hate and praying, that pay per view flop. It really was, yo. It proved a lot of people wrong. Proved a lot of people wrong. You got to salute them for that. DJ Football Nation, what's going down? I was talking about that, bro, about Wilder and him turning down 120 million. I said this, TJ. I said some fighters love their freedom, bro, right? Once you locked in a contract, you obligated to do certain things. You're obligated to fly here, you're obligated to fly there. You gotta go talk to this people, talk to this people. You gotta do this, you gotta carry yourself this way. You can't say this, you can't say that. You know what I mean? If you lose the fight, it takes some of your money away. So being in that contract, it's a lot that go into it. Now, I'm not saying you can't fulfill those obligations, but some fighters just want to have their own, their freedom, bro. You know, like if you don't cooperate with the promoters and you want a contract, they can put you on a shelf. They can push your date back. You got to fight when they tell you this time to fight. Even though you got some input, at the end of the day, you on the contract. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do what they tell you to do. It's just like the rap game, bro. When these rappers go out here and they sign themselves to these deals, these 360 deals or whatever situation may be, and they happy and all this shit that they got a deal, but not understanding what's in that contract, you know. And when they look up, they be like, "Damn, I got to do all this, and I only get this," you know. So it's that type of situation, bro. So I feel like Deontay Wilder, he betting on himself, yo, and there's nothing wrong with him betting on himself because you think about it, him and Tyson Fury, if they would have did the rematch, they was projected to Wilder was projected to make 30. Um, I think Fury was projected to make 20 something. That's a lot of money in one fight. You know what I mean? Now credit, he's not gonna gross that much in Breazeale fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna gross that much in a Breazeale fight. So Showtime said, bro, it's a long-term contract and he's gonna be financially stable. So we just got to sit back and just wait what happened. You know what I'm saying? Wait to see what happened. And Showtime say he's not locked in a TV situation. He's not locked in any contracts or things like that. So it might be fight to fight basis with Showtime. Yeah. I just hope we get Joshua. I would love to see that one. I feel like we go get it, bro. But he's in position to negotiate himself with that fight. You know what I'm saying? He in position to negotiate himself. So just think about if him and Joshua was to get made, right? All right, he's under the 3-fight contract. for whatever the situation is, which we know I heard that Joshua went in the deal. But let's just say it happened to get made and we want it so bad and they get selling that bitch for 99.99 and that motherfucker do 150 or almost $200 million. I'm just estimating, it's just a guess. Not saying it's gonna get there, but it'd be close. And you only get what you got in the contract, which may be 20 something million. You know what I mean? You see Joshua walk away with about 60 of them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? But if you your own boss and you betting on yourself, then maybe you get 25 up front, maybe 30 up front, and then you talk about your back end on the pay-per-view numbers with the ratings. You know what I'm saying? So it's a smart move, bro. Like Mayweather betted on himself, came out great. Oscar De La Hoya betted on himself, came out great. Mikey Garcia betted on himself, came out great. And you can see the fighters now with Al Heyman, right? They betting on themselves. Yes, you got some going to the zone because some feel like they at a certain age and fuck it, why not go get the money? But when you bet on yourself, bro, and if you can promote yourself like Wilder do and put yourself in a certain situation, because Wilder's in a great situation, being the WBC heavyweight champion, and you have the other champions being from another country. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if the other champions from America, I won't say it won't gross as much as it is, but you got Joshua over in the UK, and Joshua the biggest thing in the UK. And for Joshua to be undisputed, he needs Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He needs him, and vice versa. So I ride with D, man. If that's what he want to do for his career, who is us to say, man, you done for turning down this or turning down that? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Just think about it. If he would have signed that deal, you got to be on the zone. You got to go to the UK. You got it's a lot you have to do, bro. And you maybe don't be want to do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I respect Deontay Wilder. I respect him. You know, got to salute him for that. But the press conference was crazy. The press conference was crazy. Like I was saying earlier on the first stream before I had to shut it down. You know, Wilder looked very serious, yo. Very serious. He wasn't joking. He wasn't playing or nothing like that. He was very serious. And Breazeale, he got Virgil Hunter. I don't know. Like Virgil can teach him how to box a little bit better, but I don't know. Just because you become a better boxer, make you that much more dangerous for Wilder. You got to go punch with that mother sucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Breazeale is more uh, technical than Ortiz, and he's not more slicker than Fury. You know, he's a bigger target. Lawrence Williams, what's going down, bro? He's a bigger target, and he ain't the fastest. You know, so in my eyes, I feel like 7 rounds at best before Wilder knock him out. You know what I'm saying? For Wilder to knock him out. But like I say, Breazeale fighting Wilder, they had a situation where they ran up on him with his kids and his wife. Maybe he get his ass up for this fight, train his ass off. And in the heavyweight division, all it takes is one punch. Is really the heavyweight division is the epitome of the quote, all it takes is one punch, because they are big guys. And Breazeale do pack a nice punch, yo. He pack a nice punch. And we seen Wilder get hurt twice. You know, we seen him get hurt twice. So any man can get hurt. All it takes is 3 pounds of pressure to put on your damn chin and knock you out. You know, so we'll see what's going on. Money, I don't trust Virgil ever since Ward retired, and that shit he pulled in the Usataki fight versus the Real 2 fight. Yeah, I look at it like this, bro. I touched on that, right? I said Virgil Hunter is a boxer trainer. You understand what I'm saying? We seen when he had Alfredo Ngolu, you know, and the dog Pero. So all he can do was teach him how to go forward. He couldn't really teach him defense because that was his style. But we seen what happened with Canelo. You know what I mean? We seen what happened with Laura. But he had Amir Khan. You know, we seen what happened with Canelo with Amir Khan. You know what I mean? He had Andre Berto at the time. But Ward was his #1 pupil. You know what I mean? That was his Hall of Fame fighter. I think that's what make him a Hall of Fame trainer, because of Andre Ward. You know, Ron Boy Fresh, what's going down, bro? What's going down? I feel like like I say, Virgil can help him be a better boxer, but with Breazeale, I can't see him, you know, being, I ain't gonna say a big threat towards Wilder, but like I say, anything can happen in boxing in heavyweight division. All it takes is that one punch, but I just don't see I just don't see it happening, bro. I see Wilder being ready for this fight, you know, and it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight. We all know the bad blood behind it, so it's gonna be a fight. You know what I mean? Wilder, like I said, Wilder exposed some things like he had people there with guns, but he saved his life. Um, Breazeale say, "Where your little punk ass brother at? They got knocked out the ring. I dropped his ass." Then Wilder say, "Yeah, but you got dropped back. You got dropped back cruiserweight. What you think I'm gonna do to you?" You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. You know, Wilder told them people they better make funeral arrangements, man. He told them people they better make funeral arrangements. I say, golly, golly, that man mean business. You know what I'm saying? That man mean business. So we sit back and we wait. The date is set. You know what I'm saying? The date is set. If I'm not mistaken, it was June the 16th. You know, and it's going down, bro. It's going down. And I say, Breazeale deserve a shot. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw. He been a mandatory for almost 2 years now, if I'm not mistaken. You know, he sat back, watch Wilder fight this person and that person. May 18th. Okay, May 18th. I gotta change my thing. Okay, May 18th. So yeah, you're right too. 5/16. So, you know, the date is set and we gotta sit back and watch what happens, yo. You know, watch what happens. It'll be a great fucking fight though. It'll be a great fight for as long as it lasts. You know? For as long as it lasts, it's gonna be a great fight. But like I say, I just can't see Breazeale beating Deontay Wilder, man. And I know he's an Olympian. He only got one loss to Joshua. It's just I don't know, man. And I was big on Breazeale because I love my Olympians, but the thing is like I thought he'd be better than what he is. I thought he'd be better than what he is. Credit, he's tough. He's tough as fuck. You know, he's tough as fuck. But I just can't see him, man. I just can't see him doing it, yo. No, I just can't see him doing it. You know what I mean? He held his own at the press conference, tried to. No, but Wilder said that man don't even talk like he mean what he want to do. No, Wilder was on his ass, yo. Wilder was on his ass, and I was like, whoo, just don't hit the man. Brian Custer was in the middle, like, please don't let these boys start running. Please. I can't really hold him back. Even though Brian Custer is a big dude, he a big dude. He just didn't look like a standing in the middle of them two dudes. But Brian Custer, you know, he had nice size. You know? And I stepped there looking at Brian Custer trying to tell him to look forward. He like something about to happen around this goddamn place. And I was praying it didn't happen, bro, because he ain't had no chance. But yeah, man, Wilder got in that man's face, let him know you better make funeral arrangements. I don't know how his body go. I don't know what's gonna happen to his body when I hit him, but he looking forward to hitting him, and I think Wilder go catch him and knock him out, man. I think he go catch him and knock him out. You know, and Breazeale might can be winning the fight. See what I'm saying? He might can be winning the fight because we all know if you box, you know, you can cause a little few problems with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But it's the it factor of when he catch your ass. Could you take it? You know, like I say, Ortiz is way more technical. He got caught. Theory is way more slicker, and he got caught. You know, and I don't think Dominique can be more technical or slicker than them two dudes. So he's a taller fighter. He's gonna stand straight up, and he make for a bigger target to hit. You know, he make for a bigger target to hit, and when you become a big target like that, Wilder will catch your ass clean. He will catch you clean, and we know what happened when that happens, man. Man, the hardest hitters man in the game, the hardest hitting man in the game. You know, and you gotta salute it. Gotta salute it, man. But it's gonna be a hell of one. May 18th. You know, what other? Yeah, Josh Warrington and Kid Gallagher. Like I was saying, Josh Warrington proved me wrong twice with Lee Selby and Carl Frampton, especially with Carl Frampton, yo. Especially with Carl Frampton. I never seen that coming in 1,000 years. Not in 1,000 years, but he did what he had to do, you know, in his hometown. And I feel like he gonna be victorious again against Kid Gallagher. Kid Gallagher he got talent. No, he's a good fighter. I just don't see him beating Josh Warrington. Especially looking at his last fight. I can't see it, man. So I'm riding with Josh Warrington all day in that fight. All day. I had to go apologize to the man and tell him, you know, prove me wrong twice, man. Won't do it a third time. But if he was to make the Oscar Valdez fight, damn sure I'm going for Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez is my guy. I really rocks with him. I like that Mexican boy. I like him a lot. And I think they style clashes, yo. Clashes. Even though I heard about Shakur Stevenson and Josh Warrington, they try to set that up. I don't know if they're going to make it happen or not. But if they do, I got Shakur. No, but I think Josh make it tough for anybody, man. Especially if you get caught up in this fight. If he force you to fight his fight, your ass will be in trouble. I'm saying you will be in trouble. I had to go make that status though, man, on Instagram about them numbers. Like them numbers it just made me super happy, yo. And if y'all don't know, to my knowledge, I was told that Spence and Breazeale, supposed to be at 410,000, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, and if so, man, they blew Ness and Kenny Porter ass out the water. Out the water. Nestor Gibbs said they will only do 50,000. Kenny Porter said 75,000. Warrington going to walk through Kid. I feel like that too, bro. Kid gonna try to stay on the outside for a minute, but Josh Warrington pressure gonna be too much. Man, 400K, bro. Golly. Congratulations to them dudes, man. Congratulations to us for supporting as well. Shit. You dig what I mean? Congratulations to us for supporting. And I think that's why Kenny Porter trying to run their ass to Dallas, because they seen that buzz coming. They seen that buzz. Know what I mean? But man, that was I was happy to see that. I was happy to see that because I was waiting on them numbers to come out, and I was just waiting because I knew they was gonna be good. But I wanted to be like this so I can go get the boxing voice ass show. I wanted to get that boy bad. Next ain't gonna challenge me, man. He ain't gonna challenge me. He running from me. I'm gonna call him to his shit though. I'm gonna call him to it. But yeah, though, man. Josh Warrington, a hell of a fighter. I think I call him the real deal. Not saying he can beat everybody at featherweight, but he gonna be a tough cookie to beat. He's gonna be a tough cookie to beat, especially if you go to Leeds to fight him. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Leeds to fight him with that crowd behind him, oh yeah, it's gonna be tough. Crawford versus Spence Jr. will do 800K easy, bro. Easy, bro. And we ain't gonna even say, hey, we gonna put the whole 1 million on that deal. We gonna put the whole 1 million, bro. We ain't gonna even say 800. We go round it off to the nearest 100, and we gonna say 1 million to the nearest 1,000. Let me say that, and we round it off to 1 million. 1 million. I believe that wholeheartedly, yo. You know. It's this buzz going around, man. A lot of people talking about Spence Power 1/3. To me, I feel like the power was there. I feel like Spence whooped Mikey. I feel like Spence Power made Mikey keep his hands in his pocket, along with the range of distance, and Mikey was missing again counter. But I feel like the power made him keep his hands in his pocket. I feel like the body work took over. You know, to say Spence Power wasn't there is to discredit Mikey for being a tough guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna never discredit Mikey. I'm gonna give Mikey all his credit in the world. Now, of course, we're not giving away no more victories. We're not giving away no more victories. But Mikey Garcia is a tough son of a gun, yo. He's tough, you know. So to discredit that man and say, "Oh, Spence Power wasn't there. Spence would have did this. He looked stronger. If he'd have did this for so and so and so and so, he would have stopped Mikey Garcia." Man, that's speculation. You don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that shit. Facts, Ron, boy, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. And I got cats, and they swearing up and down, bro, that his power wasn't the same. I say, listen, man. I say, bro, the fight could have been stopped if Robert Garcia would have listened to his daddy. But they let Mikey Garcia go out on the shield, and Mikey Garcia is just a tough dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just a tough dude, bro. Shouts out to Marcus Davis. Yeah, many say he see something, bro, and he want that fight. But Mikey was just tough, bro. Mikey was just tough. No, I hate when people say, "Oh, well, he did this to these fighters and that to this fighter." That was those fighters, man. They not Mikey Garcia. They not Mikey. You know, it be killing me, bro. Killing me, yo. Cats refuse to give credit and cats refuse to just let it be what it is, man. Dude put on a magnificent performance, and there's so much else cats got to talk about, man. Put on a magnificent performance. There's always something to nitpick to talk about. Manny C. Berto sitting in the row behind Spence Jr. What you mean, Manny C. Berto sitting in the row behind Spence Jr.? Oh, he said Manny say he see something. Oh, he's saying that's what he see. Vega, what's going down, homie? What's going down, man? Chilling, bro, chilling. Talking this boxing, man. You know, we just got to talking wild of Breazeale. You know, I'm talking a little bit about Spence and Mikey and the numbers, and you know, oh yeah, which one now? Danny Garcia coming back. Danny Garcia. I mean, but yeah, we talking about the numbers, but right now we talking about people saying Earl Spence power wasn't there because he didn't stop Mikey Garcia. You know, something I don't agree with. Something I don't agree with at all, bro. That's a fact, Marcus Davis. You know, Devin Alexander is my homeboy. I got Devin number in my phone, and that's my St. Louis dude, man. I've been riding with Devin since he began. You know, Devin, Corey Spinks, Showstoppers, Stefan, um, uh, who else I rock with? Keandre Gibson. Um, man, I got anybody from St. Louis, bro. I got a line to him. Or if I don't got a line, I can get to him. Vaughn Alexander, you know, I got the city on lock with the fighters. But Devin can't handle Earl Spence. Devin a good boxer. That's my guy. He's strong. Masai, what's going on? He's strong, bro. And I love Dev. I love him, man. That's my guy. That's my guy. But the only thing to be with Devin is could you go to 12 rounds, bro? Could you go to 12? You know, Earl is something different, yo. He's something different. Earl is something different. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it real. The only cat I see hanging with Earl Spence is T. Bud Crawford. I love Crawford. I love him. That skill set on him, man. The skill set on Terrence Crawford is amazing. That dude is the most skillful fighter in boxing. The most skillful fighter in boxing, hands down. And the pound for pound number one king right now. You know what I mean? I hope Danny brings it this time, man. He didn't look as good his last two fights. I thought Danny looked good against Porter. He just didn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't do enough. He KO Rios. Did I say something about it? What I say? Did I say he coming off a loss or what? I ain't say nothing negative about Danny, did I? Yeah, I know he KO Rios. Rios is doing a little good working now. I got Danny maybe stopping Granados. Yeah, they Hall of Famers. Pac-Man will work spins, bro. In my opinion, don't sleep on him. I ain't sleeping on Pacquiao, bro. I would never sleep on that legend. Ever. But he ain't beating Earl Spence. See what I'm saying? He ain't beating Earl Spence. They both stop pause. Uh, he gonna do better than Mikey Garcia because he gonna let his hands go and he's strong and he fast and he got angles. You know what I mean? But once Earl get into the rhythm, bro, Pac won't be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Pac won't be able to handle it, bro. I think Earl, with the pressure and the body work and the combination punching, especially with the long jab coming behind the jab, I think that's gonna give Pacquiao all the problems. But Pacquiao will have some success, but he ain't beating Earl Spence, bro. Devin was supposed to get the Spence Jr. fight. I don't know about supposed to get, but it could have been a situation when he could have fought Earl Spence. Devin don't back down for nobody. He want the fight. Devin ain't scared of nobody. I don't believe they'll win, but he ain't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Pacquiao will have some success in that fight. No, I'll never say he won't. But we can talk about Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados a little bit. Adrian Granados is a warrior. Got that Chicago heart in him. Benson Roof, what's going down, bro? What's good, money? I don't believe Pac-Man will fight Spence next, bro. I think he's going to fight Thurman. For some reason, I think PBC wants to build Thurman name back. Well, if he go fight Thurman, then Earl got to go to Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Got to go to Sean Porter. But I know I seen something with Manny Pacquiao say, he don't think Earl Spence power is what it is. So, he throwing little shots. We gonna see. We gonna see, bro. He say he coming back in July. Let's give it a few weeks and let's see what Manny Pacquiao say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he do it, maybe he won't. If he go the Thurman route, then Earl gotta go to the Sean Porter route. I gotta go to Sean Porter route and hopefully get his hands on that WBC. And after Thurman get Pacquiao, hopefully he be a man and say, you know what, fuck it, come on, Earl Spence, let's get this shit on. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see with that. But Earl most definitely gonna have one of them dudes in the ring this year. Well, Berto wasn't going nowhere near Earl Spence. He mentioned that multiple times, bro. He mentioned that multiple times. So if Devin would have won, maybe Dev. But Berto say he's not fucking with that hungry lion. I don't see Berto ever get in the ring with Earl. Really gonna knock Berto ass out. Really. And Devin should have beat Berto, man. Can't believe he fell into that trap shit, yo. Devin should have been 3-0 on his little way back, being a comeback fight of the year. Oh, been a comeback fight of the year. Because he damn should be Victor Ortiz. Big money. I like it. What's going down, homie? Chilling, bro. Chilling. Big money. Let me ask you, bro. Keep that shit all the way 100, my Houston brother. You know, do you believe Earl Spence power was there in that fight? Because I believe it was. You did. Right. He switched to WBC. Cats coming out saying Earl Spence power 1/3. You know, and if he would have did this with a certain person, that the power would have been there and he would have stopped Mikey. I said the power was there, and he put a beating on Mikey Garcia, and the corner could have stopped the fight, but they decided to let Mikey continue. Mikey just as tough son of a gun, and he lasted, bro. People refuse to just say Mikey is tough, and he lasted. You know, facts, bro. Facts. Facts. No, shit kind of bothered me though, bro. I just had to go in on a few people, even thinking. I mean, not even thinking, but saying that shit. It's like, yeah, Earl put on a dominated performance, but if he was with so and so, he would have got the stoppage. I'm like, man, cut that shit out. Y'all sounding like casual fans. Cats sounding like casual fans and taking credit away from Mikey Garcia. No, like I say, I'm not gonna discredit no fighter, bro, at all. I'm not gonna discredit no fighter, man. These dudes put the hard work in. Mikey Garcia, Mike ain't never wanted to win a fight so bad. Even though the fight went the way it went, yo, he trained his ass off for that fight. But yeah, back to Granados and Danny Garcia, yo. Granados coming to fight. He's coming to fight, man. T down. What's happening, Mike? What's going down, T down? What's going down, bro? Little Mikey is Brunner. That all got to say about that. Little Mikey is Brunner. It was there. I can hear the punches and shots when Spence landed on Mikey. Right, bro. Mikey know how not to get punished in a fight. He a smart fighter. He can protect himself from getting knocked out. Man, I say it all the time, bro. I say it all the time, bro. If a fighter don't want to get stopped, a elite fighter, a special fighter, man, they know how to block that shit. They know how to take sting off of punches. They know how to fake like they coming forward, And the other times he just took it. When Earl was landing on him, he just took it. No, he just took it. And cats will take that away from Mikey Garcia, and I feel like they suckers for that. I feel like they suckers for that. And I tell them that to their face. Like I just got through telling a few cats to their face. One cat go tell me, I talked to Spence's father, and he even said that. I say, look here, homie, I don't give a damn if you talk to the Pope himself and he told you something. I'm telling you what I see and what I think in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Can Granados pull off the KO like he did against Amiri Mom? Hell no, neutral, natural. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. But Mikey wanted that bag and didn't want to quit because Crawford said so. Crawford told that boy, don't quit. Don't quit like you did against Alito. But I think Granados can make it tough. I really do. I think he can make it tough, and I think he go mark Danny Garcia face up because we know Danny is easy to bruise. But I think his style plays right into Danny's hands. The counter punching style of Danny Garcia, Granados only coming forward. He can jab a little bit, but his style is to bounce up and bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean? I feel like his ass running to a hook, one of them Danny Garcia hooks, and I believe Danny gonna knock him out. I believe Danny gonna knock Granados out. I think he gonna do something that nobody else can do to him. Gave Adrian Brown problems. He gave Sean Porter problems. He stopped Murray Mom. You know what I mean? But I feel like he knocks him out, bro. Jordan say this seems like a movie. Wilder and AJ have one fight deals. Meet afterwards. This whole where is Wilder signing is smart promo. Yeah, Wilder ain't go that route because he wanted to be his own boss, and I can't knock him. So if the Joshua fight do present himself, he's free to negotiate. He's free to ask for what he want, and he won't be locked into nothing. Then he by 12 round unanimous decision, and Granados get dropped twice. Ron Boy say Granados getting dropped in the middle of the ring. He going on his face or his back, Ron Boy, but he going on one of them, huh? And it's gonna be a good fight though. It's gonna be entertaining. I'll tell you that. It's gonna be crowd pleasing because Granados make you have to fight. No, he makes you have to fight. He come to you and make you have to fight. No, so that's calls for a good scrap. That's calls for a good scrap. On his face, okay. Call for a good scrap. You know what I'm saying? So that's April the 20th. That's the same date as Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. I don't get that at all. I don't know why they do that unless Fox go play their fight at 7 o'clock and start earlier. I don't get why they fight on the same date as Terrence Crawford when he going on pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Because if it come around the time for Terrence Crawford fight, I'm watching Terrence Crawford and I'm gonna have to record that shit. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they go at a time that the pay-per-view maybe just getting started. And Danny Garcia be fighting while maybe the second fight on Terrence Crawford pay-per-view card is on or something like that. But I hope they ain't trying to go heads up with Terrence Crawford and Rick Khan because that's a bad idea. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you know what I mean, if Danny Garcia be successful, hopefully they can negotiate something and get Danny Garcia to fight Terrence Crawford because they do got history. I mean, they do got history. Oh, so we have to wait and see. Let's have to wait and see. You know what I mean? But it's damn sure calls for a hell of a fight. You know, remember Crawford, Khan forced Garcia Granados out of New York. Yes, sir. Sent their ass to LA, to the Stub Hub. Yup. Wilder took one fight. AJ took one fight. Just seems like they are building up this fight. I've never seen so much hype over a mandatory announcement. Well, it went up a mandatory announcement. I was wondering why Wilder was saying wait till Tuesday, but you know, him and Breazeale got real beef. They got real beef. You know what I mean? Everybody understand the story that went through with the Wilder brothers rushing Breazeale. You know, in Alabama, Breazeale wife and kids was with him. Somehow they got separated from their kids, and while the brother had Breazeale kids, you know what I'm saying? So whether they whooped their ass around the corner and the kids was crying went the other way, whatever situation happened, you know, they had Breazeale kids, and it was just a whole just crazy situation, yo. But Breazeale ain't backing down. You know, he told Wilder his little brother a bitch. He got knocked out the ring. Where he at? You know, said he dropped him. Then Wilder said Marcellus got back up and dropped him back. You know, Wilder told the boy he got dropped by a cruiserweight. So what you think I'm gonna do to you? So it's personal, man. It's personal. It's very, very personal. Money, who boxing IQ you think is better out of Terrence Crawford and Spence? Everybody saying Bud is the smarter fighter with the better IQ. Man, that's a tough question to answer, bro. I think for us the IQ, I think they both got high IQs. I mean, I think they both got high IQ because I see both of them make certain moves when they fight certain fighters. You know, Bud the type that'll calculate it in and start breaking your ass down once he gets you and take off on you. Spence the type that'll break you down early, but he'll still make his adjustments. You know what I mean? So I think they're on the same level, man. They're on the same level. It's gonna come down to a certain thing for one of them dudes to win, bro. So I love both of them dudes, man. I love both of them, and that's the mega fight at 147. And I want them to get the just due that they deserve. I want them to get the right payday they deserve. And when it happens, man, it's going down, yo. It's going down. You know what I mean? Spence displayed a hell of an IQ against Mikey Garcia. And we know Mikey IQ is high as fuck. You know, so Spence displayed a hell of an IQ. So it's gonna be a chess match, bro. It's gonna be a chess match, and then they go fight. I mean, they go fight. Bud and Spence go bang it out. There's one thing about Bud, he ain't afraid of shit. You know what I mean? You hear him, he want his lick back. And we know Earl ain't afraid of shit. He damn sure gonna fight you. So all we have to do is wait till 2020. I believe in 2020 we'll get that fight. You know what I'm saying? 2020, man, we gonna get that fight. But right now, Pacquiao and Sean Porter hopefully be the next two fights for Earl Spence. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I like Crawford, but I don't see his style being effective against Earl. You gotta smash the gas on Earl. Spence the whole 12 rounds, and I can't see Bud being able to affect Spence at all. I'm gonna say this about Crawford, bro. One thing you gotta have to fight Earl Spence is strong legs, bro. Gotta have some strong legs. And one thing about Bud Crawford, he has strong legs. You did. One thing about Bud Crawford, he can crack with both hands. He's a powerful dude. You know what I mean? He's a powerful dude. Y'all hit that like button for me, y'all. Smash that like button. It's 10 of us. Let's get that likes up. Appreciate y'all. Look, one thing about him, bro, he's a strong dude, bro. Thomas Moreland, salute to you, family. So I think he got the power to make Spence respect him. You know. But one thing about Spence, you hear them, he coming right back. You hear them, he coming right back. You know. So that's why I say it's gonna be a great fight. I got Spence winning myself. You know, I got him winning myself, but I do got to be realistic and say I can see Terrence Crawford winning. You know what I'm saying? I can see Crawford winning as well. But I got Spence winning. But one thing Crawford do, bro, he punch with you. He fast. He can go left and he can fight going left. He can fight going right. He can fight going forwards. He can fight going backwards. You know, so a fighter with of that magnitude, it's always gonna be dangerous, man. But it's a hell of a fight, yo. It's one hell of a fight. Like I say, we gonna enjoy that one, man. We gonna enjoy that one. That's gonna be that ooh wow fight. That's gonna be that fight that's gonna have all our ass. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting and salivating, man. We gonna be like, oh man. Ron Boy say Bill, unanimous decision. Damn, Ron Boy, unanimous, bro. Yee. Yee. We know Ron Boy and Spence training camp, so we know how he feeling. I can't pick between Crawford versus Spence. That will be a fight you show your kids. Man, I'm talking about listen to me. That's going to be the fight of the decade. No, that's going to be the fight of the decade, bro. Unless Earl fight Canelo. No, I feel like if Spence get past Crawford, and then if he can make it up to Canelo, that's going to be the fight of the era. No, because between Bud and Earl, um, between Bud, Earl, and Canelo, you know, I feel like them dudes gonna be the face of this era, and whichever one beat each other will be the face of the be fight of the era. Like I don't know if Bud can make it to 60. I know Spence could. So if Earl can get past Bud and get up there to Canelo, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. Black Horseman say Spence not going to win a round against Bud. That's his opinion, Marcus. We gotta respect it. You know what I mean? We gotta respect it, but that's not what I see. That's not what I see at all. Cyborg man, Wilder ducking so many fights that we may be getting a Wilder version off too. I don't see Wilder ducking no smoke. No smoke. Ron Boy. Crawford versus Spence Jr. is for boxing supremacy. There you go, bro. I agree. Bud did press Bud did press Spence for a fight and he went another route. It's not about Bud pressing Spence for a fight, man. It's about Spence being smart and realizing that this fight wasn't gonna happen. And Bud didn't press at all. So stop that. It's all about what Bob Arum's gonna do. You know? They got a plan for Bud until 2020, yo. They got a plan for him. So whenever you try to negotiate that fight, it's gonna be too much to happen right now. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is not in position to say they the A side. Both of them is not in position to get the most money and things like that. So they gonna keep fighting, and Spence have the leverage to be the A side by having two more belts on this side of the street, while Crawford only got his title over there. So that's what it's gonna come down to, yo. That's what it's gonna come down to. Oh yeah, big money. You know we not believing that shit. I respect it, but damn, that disrespectful to Spence though, as a fighter. But like you said, it is his opinion though. I can't knock it. Yeah, man. You know that won't happen. That's like saying Spence gonna win every round against Terrence Crawford. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't blame him for making that Mikey money. They are saying that pay per view was 400K bars. That's really good. Man, that's not really good. That's great. That's great, bro. You had cats out here talking about they only gonna do 50,000. The cats out there only gonna do 75,000, and they blew that shit out the water. You know, people saying it's 410 right now, and it's still growing. So it's like that's recognition and notoriety, man. and it's well deserved. Well deserved. Exactly, money, because Spence will secure the belts with Porter, and then all those other negotiations with whoever else can come to the table. Facts, bro. Facts. Why try to make the fight now and you're not in position, but you understand what you can do on your side of the street? Clean that bitch up. If you can get Porter, get the WBC. If you can beat Manny Pacquiao, and then you can get Terrence Crawford. I mean, sorry, not Terrence Crawford. Keith Thurman, and get that title. Or if Earl and Pacquiao fight, another pay-per-view fight, make some good damn money, take the legend out, make him retire. Then if Keith and Porter fight, somebody become a unified champion. Then you got Earl, the pay-per-view dude over here, made his buzz big, got the status of pay-per-view going. Then you bring that unified champion right on over the pay-per-view. They put on a big ass show. If Earl can win that, he have 3 titles. You understand? He got 3 titles. He still got the crown as a pay-per-view guy that's selling great numbers. And then you bring Terrence Crawford to the table and y'all handle y'all business. You know what I'm saying? So why is everybody saying wow the AJ is a 50-50 split? I feel like with Wilder and AJ, I do feel like AJ um, deserves 60-40. You know what I mean? I feel like he deserves 60-40. I believe in numbers don't lie. I do believe AJ is the bigger draw. You know, I got Wilder as my number one heavyweight. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I do believe AJ is the bigger draw. And when you're the bigger draw, you bring an X amount of numbers to the table. Now, if Wilder could have fought that rematch with Fury, you dig what I mean? And if he could have made, like people saying, that 30 plus, and Fury made 20 plus, that's just the estimate. I'm not saying it was gonna be that much, but if it would have happened, then why to have more power when they say we can double what you made your last fight? Because if you're going to double what I just made against Fury, which is 30 mil, that means what y'all bringing 60 million to me. You see what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. So now everybody got to put itself in position of knocking out Breazeale, making them look bad. You know, finding a way to get a fight for pay-per-view on Showtime. With who, I don't know. But you got to make yourself do some type of big numbers to where when you sit down with the tables with Joshua, you put yourself in position. And Eddie Hearn's starting to see now. He's starting to see that you got to get Wilder more than what you're talking about, because if you put Wilder in a fight with Joshua, it's going to sell. It's going to sell, yo. And it's going to be Joshua's biggest payday. Understand? Joshua ain't going to make his biggest payday unless he fight Deontay Wilder, assuming Deontay Wilder stay undefeated with his title. You know what I mean? I can't see nobody dominating Spence or Crawford. They too good for them not to win no rounds. But it's boxing. Anything can happen. It's definitely going to be a competitive fight, though, down to the wire. I agree, Marcus Davis. I agree wholeheartedly. AJ isn't even the biggest draw on in the UK. Well, to my knowledge, he's looking like the biggest draw in the UK. You tell me who's the biggest draw in the UK. I don't see nobody numbers doing bigger than AJ's. So who you talking about? Fury is getting 80 million to fight anyone. Fury's not getting 80 million for no one fight. That's crazy. Fury got a contract of 80 million. He's not making 80 million for one fight. You tripping. AJ is UK. Exactly, Ron, boy. This boy say Fury getting 80 million for one fight. You a goddamn lie, boy. You show me a contract that say 80 million for one fight. Fury ain't even got a fight lined up yet. Whatever he getting for Miller, it might be more than what Fury getting this first fight in this contract. See what I'm saying? So let's not go there, man. Let's not go there. Fury numbers was never bigger than AJ's. So let's not go there, bro. And I don't know what he's getting for Miller. I guess we gotta wait till the contracts are sold. 80 million to fight anyone, not one fight. Well, he's on a contract, and you got to break it down on how many fights he got, how many fights in that contract. You know what I mean? Break it down in fractions, divide whatever it is into that, and that's what you see how many what he getting to fight, bro. But it's not 80 million to fight anyone. Sorry to tell you that, bro. But I'm not mad at Fury for getting his money. But we know Fury. It was on Fury to make the Wilder fight happen. He took a different route. He went the ESPN route. You know what I mean? Well, I just don't see that happen. Dylan White is bigger draw than Fury in the UK. He might fight Dylan White. This will see Dylan White with ESPN. Clay Matthews just signed to my rounds. I'm happy about that. That's some good news. No, we let Mark Byrne go, but we bring in Clay Matthews, baby. I know he ain't the Clay Matthews of old, but he still got something in the tank. Well, we know AJ ain't go just keep fighting Millers, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna knock AJ for fighting Miller over in the US of A. I ain't gonna knock it. You know, I'm starting to respect this shit more. It's a 104 million contract with 5 fights. You know, so what's that? Almost 21 million a fight. So yeah, man. I respect Wild. I respect Theory. I respect AJ. You know, but Wilder letting that 120 million go. It was in him. I mean, it was on him. You know, to follow his own thing. You know, it's on him to follow his own mind, his own belief, and he betting on himself. And I can't knock it. I mean, you gonna have cats out here trying to dog him out and say, "Oh, he's ducking. Oh, he should have did this. He should have did that." That man is his own man, yo. He like being his own boss and he like moving on his own time. And for somebody that's like that, you gotta respect it. Dylan White is the second biggest pay-per-view draw behind AJ. Who is there to fight? Is Fury or Wilder? AJ is going to sell some bullshit UK fighters and make 10 million a fight. Well, he been doing it, yo. So let's not complain now. Let's not complain now, man. We already know the heavyweight division ain't that deep when you talking about talent. Now I'm saying it ain't that deep when you talking about talent. Now Wilder with Showtime, Fury with ESPN, now AJ's with the Zone. You know what I mean? And you got Ortiz out there. You know what I mean? The only person that fought him was Wilder. But behind Ortiz, you got Dylan White, you got Jarrell Miller, you got Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora. Um, I mean, it's not that deep. Charles Morton, um, Kornacki, Kornacki. Sorry, I messed your name up, yo. No, you got some fighters out there, but for us talking about A level, it's not that deep. Wilder been trying to make it happen. They've been giving them too many fucking ultimatums and curving them here and there. So he went another route with Fury. Wilder and Fury fought. They made something special. They could have came right back and gave to us fans, and we would have paid for it because we wanted it. You understand? We wanted it. We was a week away from Wilder. I mean, we was a week away for them signing a rematch. But like Wilder said, they stopped answering the phone and they went a different direction with ESPN and Top Rank. You know what I mean? They still got Frank Warren in the situation, but they took the opportunity away from Wilder. Fury took a lot of money off the table, but he also made a lot of money as well with the new contract. I don't knock him for taking his money, but at the same time, he could have still made sure Wilder was a priority and told him that he wanted Wilder first. But by them giving him 105, like my dude say, 104 million, you know what I mean? They not go risk putting him against Wilder, him getting his ass knocked out and being a lackluster. I can see them trying to make the Joshua fight themselves with Tyson Fury. and keep Fury away from Wilder. You understand? It's all about where Ortiz go. AJ said he want Ortiz next in the US. We'll see if he tell him the truth. We know they swerved Ortiz before when Ortiz signed to Matchroom, and Ortiz fought Malik Scott. You know, Malik Scott made it a boring fight, fought to not get knocked out. Then he fought Dave Allen. He punished Dave Allen. Then they dropped him. It's more like AJ needs to make moves. Wilder has Fury because AJ didn't want a 50-50 split. Damn, somebody hit you with the delete button. I ain't even see it. It's all about where Ortiz go. He ain't said nothing disrespectful. Y'all should have let that ride. AJ said he want Ortiz next. We'll see. Is Usyk going to fight at heavyweight? I heard he going up. That's what Ward was talking about. Damn, big money going ham. Let him live, big money. Let him live, bro. T down. That probably was a mistake. He probably was aiming for Jordan. Usyk fighting in Chicago versus Takum. Oh, he go punish Takum. I like Takum though, man. I thought Takum was winning the fight against Derek Chisora before he caught his ass. Takum a tough ass Frenchman. You know? Yeah, but Takum a tough Frenchman. Usyk moved up to heavyweight, huh? I thought Ward was gonna try to make a comeback and go and take on Usyk, man. That would have been a nice look for him. Usyk, he's a hell of a fighter. I think fighters like Takum, maybe Dylan White, which Dylan White is a road warrior. You know what I mean? Maybe Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz. I feel like he can hang with them. I don't know if he can hang with Ortiz, Fury, Wilder, and AJ. You know, his power don't look like it's all the way up there to me. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know if he can hang with them dudes. But I respect him. I respect him. I want to see what he do at heavyweight. I want to see what he do at heavyweight. Know what I mean? I damn sure want to see that. Um, you know what I mean? I damn sure want to see it. I think Uzi can make it interesting though. I think he can make it interesting. Just gotta see what goes down. Just gotta see what goes down. Trying to get these cats in here real fast, my people. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. Trying to see if these cats want to rock out with the kid. You know, gonna be some hell of a fights though. Hell of a fights. Golden boy,
Hey, boss.
what's going down?
Nothing much. I'm getting up now. Where what time? I'll jump on right now.
I'm,
Go on.
I'm on right now, bro.
Okay. Let me go ahead downstairs. So I could and I'll talk boxing with you.
Tell me your email again.
Boy. HOLLI 267 at Gmail.
Yeah, you know I'll be forgetting, bro. We doing so much moving around.
How you been?
Oh, I've been great, bro. I've been great. Can't complain about nothing.
Who else is gonna be on? Just me and you?
Gonna be me and you, bro. Let's rock out.
Oh, bet. You want to put on Instagram Live as well?
Nah, I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's Junior Golden Boy. Junior Golden Boy, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Hello?
There we go. What's going down, brother?
Wait, there we go. Why can't you see me? There we go. All right, can you see me, brother? Can you hear me good?
Man, I heard you great, bro.
That. All right, I'm on my way down. Okay. Hey, guess what? I forgot to tell you. Guess what?
What happened?
Two things. I'm acting again. I'm acting
Oh,
again.
congratulations on that. I seen you, bro. I seen you. Remember?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
guess who sent? Remember, I hurt my hands. I had my other
Uh-huh.
glove. They were protecting my hands pretty good, but I wound up hurting them. So guess who sent
Uh-huh.
me a brand new pair of Adidas gloves?
Who was that?
Jamel Herring, bro.
Oh man, the champ himself.
Yeah, man. Like I really appreciate it. And I haven't hurt my hands or even wiggled my hands in the gym yet. Nothing.
Okay, okay.
So I'm ready to talk boxing, bro. I'm geeking for this conversation.
All right. So first of all, let's start off with your assessment of Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia.
I'm proud of Earl. I had I've had my little issues with it. I think that he could have knocked him out, in my opinion. I think he could have really banged on him better than he did. But what are we gonna take from this? He had to remind people that he went in the press conference and he said, my own people went against me. One thing I love about Latino people, and I learned living in Texas, this is what he said. I'm quoting everything that he said. He
Uh-huh.
said at the press conference afterwards, he said they could be going against each other. It could be South Side versus North or whatever the case may be. But when it's one of their own fighting, they all come together for that. They all come together for that fighter. And Sugar Ray Leonard went against me. He mentioned a whole plethora of black fighters that went against him and
Uh-huh.
said Mr. Ray went against him and other fighters went against him, saying he was going to get outboxed. Mikey was going to do this, going to do that to him. And he reminded people, I'm turning into a complete pro. And y'all forgot I was an international fighter. I was on the nationals team. I'm an Olympian, and I'm going to show you tonight. This guy supposed to have the best jab in the business. Well, I'm
Fact.
going to show you tonight that I'm going to freeze him. Also, he hit my. Can you still hear me good?
Mm.
Can you still hear me good?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So he hit Mikey. I think it was around. I want to say the 10th. I want to say the 10th, and like he hit Mikey. Mikey like turned this way, and he was about like right where this pillar is in my house. Like right, the ropes were about right there. And when
Uh-huh.
he took and turned, you saw Earl step. Oh, Southpaw. Dang it! I keep forgetting that. Like he went boom. He went boom, boom, and it made Mikey freeze, and they made Mikey go like stiff. when Mikey had to turn and get away from the ropes. And you hear the old saying, you always hear this, right? Hear it from old timers. Hit him to the body, freeze him, and then come upstairs, right? You always hear old timers say that, right? Hit him to the body, you freeze him, then you come upstairs. Soon as he did it, you saw Mikey go and turn, and Mikey froze. And then all of a sudden he came upstairs. You see Mikey's hands were still there, but he took it, boom, boom, boom. And Mikey went down to the left, finally snapped out of it and turned out to the left and tried to move. And Earl was on him. You cannot tell me that we have to hold him to the same standard of, remember when me and you had that private conversation, we were saying that we felt like, well, I was saying mostly, I felt like Jesse Vargas was a dead man in front of Adrian from rounds, you could say from 8 through 12. He was a dead man in front of him. And he could have, and Adrian could have stopped him. That's kind of how I feel with Earl. Earl, the only thing I take that I disagree with, I just feel like he could have banged him out more. And I think he had enough respect for Mikey that he didn't do that. That he felt like, I'm getting to him, but I'm just going to keep boxing beautifully. We ain't going to take no stupid risk until I really, if I really hurt him, I'm going to stop him. Try to stop him. But we just going to keep doing what we doing. We're going to keep doing what we doing.
People saying, and this is what I got a problem with, because people saying that, oh, Earl power didn't look like it was third. And I said the power was third. That's what I say. And I said this.
I said that's
a testament. I said that's a testament to Mikey Garcia being tough, bro. You know what I mean? I say to say Earl Power 1/3 is to say Mikey won a tough son of a gun. You know.
Yo, what did I tell you? Matter of fact, I didn't tell you because we didn't talk. But I think you liked it. I said in my lives, in my IGTV episode, I said this is a win-win for Mikey regardless. Everybody I talked to said he was gonna get stopped. Every single person I talked, he getting stopped in the 8th, getting stopped. Now I said no, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to decision. And people kept on making excuses. I said I didn't know how big Mikey walked around. And I said, well, he's going to have to eat to get to 47. Earl got to lose to get to 40. They said, no. He walks around at like 60 or 70 pounds or whatever. And I said, still, he coming to 47, not 40. That's 7 pounds. And they said, no, he's going to be fine. I said, that's what they said about, I'm going to give you an example. That's what they said about Winky Wright. Winky Wright started out at 54, and he was perfect for 60. That's where he had his beautiful reign at 60. When he had that fight with Bernard Hopkins, Bernard put him in the trick bag. He fought him at 75 pounds. And what did everybody say before that fight? I think Winky's going to be a little more stronger because, Winky ain't got to cut so much. And Winky was weak as a mug. And you could see Mikey was weak. Mikey was, you could look at Mikey and tell he felt sluggish. I'm telling y'all from experience, and I'm telling y'all from known fighters. You can, and like my dad always had me because of my situation that I deal with, Monty. My dad never wanted me at the lowest effective weight. My dad was like, okay, go as low as you can. When I got to like 126, my dad said, okay, we're gonna go like this high instead of going to 20. Because I had to eat and I had to take stuff. So when I came back to the gym one time, I think I was 47 pounds. And I'm thinking, oh man, my punches, I'm not going to feel too drained. My punch is going to be even more. No, it don't work like that. You beat every fighter says that, man. I thought, shoot, since I ain't got to struggle to cut to get from 35 to 30, or if I ain't have to cut to get to 47 to 40, that I was going, them 7 pounds was going to benefit me. No, all of them say the same thing, bruh. I couldn't punch. My punch output wasn't as like what I wanted. My punches wasn't as snappy as I thought it would be. And look at Mikey. Mikey wasn't punching as much as we knew him to be. His punches wasn't as crisp as we knew him to be, and he wasn't as prevalent and dominant as we knew him to be. Like back and forth. Whenever somebody hits him, he coming right back with stuff. It wasn't there. But
I said this, Golden Boy. I said, because I was telling this to people before the fight happened, right? I kept telling people, stop saying Earl only can win because of his size and power. I said the main thing I said was gonna be, I said once Earl get his range and distance, and the pace that he go fight at is go trouble Mikey, bro. Along with the power and the body shots, you know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
like I said, the range and distance was so beautiful, bro. It was so beautiful. Earl was measuring them, catching them with the jab every time, and then when he get his shit off, he'll be gone. When Mikey swing, Earl won't even
Yep.
beat him, bro.
And
You
his brother, no, no, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Peter is Robert Garcia's
know,
son,
son.
and
Yeah.
Mikey Garcia is his
And
uncle.
I
My
like
bad.
Peter Garcia because Peter Garcia is a real one, bro. But I
Yeah,
like him.
he be telling it, don't he? That bug
Yeah.
be telling it. And he said, Ellie Setback had just got back to their hotel suite,
Uh-huh.
and Peter was just telling them, man, that's a bad MF,
He
bro.
say,
Mikey,
he say Earl's the bad motherfucker, man. That's all he
yeah.
can say. He's a bad
And I didn't know
motherfucker.
if I could curse. That's why I just said MF. But
Oh yeah,
so you heard him say Mikey was just telling us when we was walking back to the dressing room, he said he just got a certain range on him, and he was trying to every time he was trying to let Earl knock his glove down so he could throw something back. As soon as he think he would throw something back, Earl will be gone.
he'll be gone.
And people have to understand that the weight bothered Mikey. And then I think purposely Earl did not want to rough him up. Come on now, look at the past fights we've seen of Earl. Earl
Yep.
has no problem with throwing his shoulder on you, putting
Uh,
his head on you, putting his forearm on you. When did you see
locking up in
Earl
the
do?
inside.
Yeah, you didn't see Earl do that against Mikey until the 10th round. And he didn't do it as much as he did it against Kell Brook. Like he put his forearm there and put his shoulder there, and then he threw the straight left hand and ripped the 4 and the 5 to the body. But the thing was, he didn't like really lean and throw his shoulder, none of that. Because he didn't want nothing to take away from look at how beautiful I'm showing you another way of my style.
Absolutely.
Y'all must have forgot that I am an Olympian. I
And I
fought
said
at
that, bro.
highest level. I fought Russians. I know like Gary even told me, like himself, when people kept on talking about Gary speed. Gary was like, these monks forget. I know how to get points. Like I know how to do because I remember when for example, and I'm telling you, this was probably the mind frame of Earl. I remember when Gary fought a dude. He said the first time he fought a dude from Russia in the
Uh,
amateurs. He said the guy from Yugoslavia. No, I think the guy was from Yugoslavia. I think something like that. And he said the dude came out like this, like that, leaning back. He's like, "What the heck?" And that helped him. Looking at all these different guys come out with different ways that they was coming, help him get better with setting this up, setting that up. And you saw Earl over the weekend, he made it a high level Olympic / pro fight. Like if that
exactly,
makes
bro.
sense. Like look at the foot placement. The foot placement was so beautiful. You would see Earl take a little bit of an inch. He wouldn't move his back foot until he knew he could plant the front foot. He would see that's the problem. Everybody else, when they watch a fight, they watching the punches. They not watching. They claim to be hardcore fans. They
Yep.
claim that they love this. They claim that they got love. They even the ones who it's everybody's an expert in what we do.
That's
When
what I
we
said,
know, like when we either grew up in the gym, we've been hit in the face, we done had gym wars under the lights, have 1,000 people, half of them don't know nothing about boxing, they just want to come see a fight, screaming and calling another guy a bum, when really they couldn't even whoop that dude if they was to see him that same night outside the
exactly.
arena, talking the most junk. And when they watching the fight, I get it. You're not gonna. I've been doing this since I was 4 years old. Since I was in the gym in my stroller. I'm gonna see stuff that you don't see. I understand that. Just like me with some of my family members that play basketball, or football, they're gonna see stuff I don't see. So I'm not saying that they should all think the way I think, but you can't sit there and say I never boxed before, but I got all this love for the sport, and I'm going to critique this guy, call him all of these names when you don't even know why Earl did what he did. You can't even break down. Like I saw the foot placement. He wouldn't even move his back foot forward until he knew that front foot was edged forward. Like he would fight with Mikey. If y'all could see my foot, he would fight with Mikey, and he would like get Mikey to look here. Keep him looking here. Come on, keep looking at my glove. I'm gonna move your hand. Move your hand, and then I'm gonna just keep doing this, and you'll see he will lean forward and do it. He'll lean forward and do it. Then the next time when he'll do it, he'll move his foot forward and he'll move it on the outside. Then he'll try to move it on the inside.
Then if he wanted to get out on the outside, he'll put it on the outside. Then once he knew he had it and Mikey was playing it right there in front of him, then he'll scoot his back foot forward. Now y'all can see now I'm closer to the camera. Then he'll come right over that jab and boom, touch it. And it's one time he knew he was placed off balance. And that's when you saw Mikey knew it too. And you saw Mikey throw that hand and Earl went just like this. Oh crap. Boom, dipped, spun on the pivot, and reset.
Yeah.
That is beautiful pro work. I mean, that's what you call that. Anybody that knows the game, they do this when they see that. He's turning into a complete pro. You lean back and look at the television like, yeah, he turned into a complete pro.
Do you remember what Hassan Rahman Jr., the interview that he did on Fight Hype, when he told them, he said, look, man, y'all don't know what I seen Earl do, bro. He said, I was in Colorado Springs with him. He walked through everybody.
He was.
He said it was somewhere else. He said he walked through everybody again. He was like, when I really see, they said I wasn't really paying attention to him. But when I seen him walk through these cats, I started paying attention to him. You know what I mean? Then he said, I seen him with Mayweather. You know, he said I seen Earl like with Mayweather, and man, they like, what you think happened? He said if he didn't do nothing, you think it'd be a big story? You know what I mean? Like, I know what happened in the gym plus the standard gym. He like, but if Earl would never did nothing, it wouldn't have been a story. It'd just been like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? He said, why you think it's a big story? You know what I mean? But Earl, he been telling people, I can do this, I just don't want to do it. You know, but the only thing that pissed me off, bro, is like, well, Earl is damn if you do, damn if you don't. Everybody want to put that perception on what he's supposed to do. That's
you're supposed to beat him. You're two-way play. You're a natural welterweight. You're supposed to
do this. You're supposed to do that. Oh, but then when he go in there, he outclass him in a different style, and he don't knock him out. It's Earl power didn't look the same. He didn't look as jacked as he was the last weigh in. This and that. But the man, to me, the power was there. The man still looked like Earl Spence Jr. The only thing it was, you had a 4-division world champion, an undefeated fighter that's
from a pedigree. Have y'all forgot who his family is? Have y'all forgot who the Garcia family is?
Worked his ass off, bro. Like, this is the toughest fight of his career. He worked his ass off. And the man was just tough. He was just tough. So I'm not taking away from Mikey Garcia, bro. I'm saying Mikey was tough. He lasted 12. And I'm not getting no more victories. But at the end of the day, you got to give Mikey Garcia credit for taking that punishment.
Because some guys wouldn't even take it, and some guys would have quit.
And some trainers, and they would have been through the towel in, bro.
That's another thing. The reason why they didn't throw the towel in, I'm going to give an example, and it's going to sound weird, but it's not going to sound weird to money for y'all. I worked the corner one night at the convention center. And it was a guy, he was fighting Ronaldo Gaines, and Ronaldo Gaines' comeback fight. The guy didn't have a trainer. The guy, he fought my godbrother, Mark Johnson, and the guy could fight. He was one of them guys that could fight, but they moved him up the wrong way, so he kind of got put in rough. He was one of them guys. So he was in the dressing room, and I'm telling him stuff, and he was fighting beautiful against Naldo, beautiful, and he was getting a little tired in the corner. So I did little tricks, pour a whole rack of cold water on him to wake him up and slow his heart rate down, and then make sure a lot of it hit the canvas. So once the bell rung, Mr. Brent gave me the wink, like, I know what you doing. He said, wait, time, get the water up on the jump, wipe it up, give him more time. Why? Because he deserved the right to hear the final bell. You don't understand people. You don't want to say there's more in boxing. You don't want to say that there's more victories, but there kind of are. There's kind of more victories in boxing.
I say that so people won't try to say, "Oh, y'all giving Mikey more victory." Now people talk so.
Yeah, because the thing people got to understand is, remember the first Rocky movie when he laid in the bed with Adrian before he had to go to the arena, and he said, I just want to be. I don't want to just be another bum from the neighborhood. Who, he fought that guy, but I want to be able to at least say I went the distance. I got up off my ass and I went the distance. I just wasn't. There's a lot of moral victory to hearing the last bell. Just like there's a lot of moral victory to he got knocked out, but he went out on his shield. So there's different degrees of moral victories, and I've seen guys get punished. When Naldo started to come on and take the fight, because he dropped him with a body shot late in the third. He made it to the corner. The fourth round, I said, this is the last round. They're going to give Naldo the fight. but you got the moral victory because he fought again on more cars, made more money. But at the point was, I told him, I said, breathe, walk, Nardo, work the jet till you get your win back. I'm gonna yell 2 minutes, and that you're gonna work it like an amateur, and you're gonna work the 2 minute round. He said, okay. When Nardo started coming on in the last 30 seconds of the round, started punting, hitting, banging him. The doctor is beside me, and he's calm. The doctor is very calm. He just said, I think you need to stop it. He knew I was in med school. He knew who I was. I said, nah, he hasn't taken a lot of punishment. I know it looks like it. Like people in the fight game could look at a knockout and another person, a casual, could be like, oh my God, he looks so hurt. And we could meet in the fight game, oh nah, he's fine. Like as weird as that sounds, me and Monty could look and be like, or any fight, man, he's fine. If you see a hardcore fighter go, oh God, that's not a good knockout. Like that's when you know we should be worried. And that sounds so weird to say, but trust me, Mikey wasn't taking as much punishment as you think. Like he had to eat some shots. But it wasn't like the onslaught that
Right.
Kell Brook had to take. Kell Brook took a brutal onslaught against Triple G and EJ. He took a brutal onslaught. Mikey took a point. He took points. It was in spots. It was like, okay, 3-minute round. He probably gonna get 10 seconds of shots here. He gonna have to take. Then it was like another minute and a half of touch jabs. It was more mental fatigue, if anything. More like if you played a video game, Mikey's stamina was probably in yellow, like and mental fatigue was in yellow. He wasn't taking the onslaught that Earl has put on, and he had a granite chin, and he didn't quit, and that goes to his pedigree. Like that Garcia family, that his brother, don't let that stomach fool you on the brother, and drinking some cervezas and chilling back and talking junk with Ellie Setback fool you. He was a world champion. When he told Floyd Mayweather, we could go take a walk, I'm not playing with you, he meant it. All right, like that family.
100%. You did. We can take a walk. Let's take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
But this
Yeah,
what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, bro. These dudes, like Mexicans, are tough regardless. But that's why I say, man, like you got some, this is what I hate though, Golden Boy, because you got some cats out here. They like to insinuate that Earl is on this and Earl is on that, which is bullshit. And I call them out on their shit. But I got to start letting people just talk. Then you got cats saying the power overrated. I mean, it's just damn if you do, damn if you don't. And I understand it's the
no.
Wait a minute.
What made me mad was the whole Canelo thing.
Hold on, Junior. I understand that it's the boxing business, and people are going to criticize when you're doing something right.
Yeah.
You know, but my thing is criticize the right shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Criticize the right stuff. And don't like, cause I hate people who snatch stories and make up stuff out of thin air, bro. It irked my soul, bro. It irked my soul. I had to go off on this cat yesterday, which I know I said, y'all, I'm leaving it alone. I'm gonna keep it boxing. But I had to go off on the cat yesterday because of the things he brought up. He's the biggest Earl Spence hater in the world, so he couldn't really find nothing to nitpick.
You talking about fight height, ain't you?
Oh no, fight hype, my guy. I rock with Ben.
Wait, was it fight height? Not fight height. Not fight height. I'm sorry, not fight height.
Nesta Gibbs hate Earl Spence.
Yes, Ness. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I got on him for hating on Earl. No, it ain't Ness though. It's this other sucker. He aligned himself with Ness though, and they tried to do some stupid shit, but it didn't come out how they thought it would play out. But that's neither nor here. It's just I just hate when people criticize the wrong stuff, bro, and put light on certain things that they try to make up because they got certain theories and they think they right on. Like you say, everybody is an expert. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows that. As soon as you say something to somebody, or you say, "Oh, no, this," oh well, they pissed off at you because of your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But if they agree with somebody that's saying bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's damn if you do, damn if you don't with Earl Spence Jr. And we got to learn to accept that. I love all fighters. One thing I say, if I criticize a fighter, it won't be on their fighting style. It won't be on this. It'll be about something that's a fact. One thing I would never do, I would never take credit away from a fighter. No fighter, because I understand how hard this boxing game is. I don't give a damn if you win an NABA title. You worked your ass off to win that title. And I'm going to call you a champion. You don't have to be a world champion, but guess what? You are a champion. I had to tell my dude Vinny this. He from Grand Rapids, V6-6. You know what I mean? And he said, Money Brown, I respect you, bro. You understand? Man, when you say congratulations and keep going, bro, motivating him and I'm gonna bring my dude V on, and I'm gonna hip you to him, Junior Golden Boy. I don't know if you've seen him or not, but his name Vincent Jennings from Grand Rapids, bro. He just had a fight. It was a 4 round fight. That was a week notice. It supposed to have been a 6 round fight, but he dropped the dude twice, and they still made him lose his fight. You know what I mean? But that's not here there. But he was saying, I appreciate you, bro, because just that motivation can take me a long way. When I want to say, man, fuck this boxing game, man, it ain't right. By you saying keep your head up, chap, keep pushing, chase your goals and your dreams, that make me feel good as a fighter. And I tell him, V, you got to understand, bro, you live in your dream. You are a professional fighter. Whether you become world champion or not, you see what I'm saying, Golden Boy? You're making a living for your family, and you doing something that kids can look up to. You know what I mean? I'm a
Mm-hmm.
professional. You're a professional at what you're doing. You're taking it serious. And not only that, sometimes you're on TV, sometimes you're on ESPN, but you're fighting champions and you're a professional, bro. Make your money. Make your money. You can make you making a living to put your kids in a better position
Mm-hmm.
and to take them out of whatever bad situation you in. Boxing is not an easy sport. That's why I don't hate on fighters who go get their money. You know what I mean? We might be pissed off because we want the fight we want. But I don't knock a fighter for going to get their money, bro. You know. So when people try to knock
Yeah.
fighters, man, and like you say, just down them and say this and say that, and never took a punch in their life, yeah, I got a problem with, you know. But let's switch topics, Golden Boy. Wilder had his press conference today. We know Wilder turned down 120 million from the zone, which I'm not mad at because I was breaking down contracts and the
Mm-hmm.
obligations of the contracts. You know what I'm saying? Things that's in the contracts that some fighters just not cool with. He bet on himself like Floyd Mayweather, like Mikey Garcia, like Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? Like Earl Spence, like the PBC boys doing now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What's your thoughts on Wilder in Brazil? What's your thoughts on him leaving 120 million on the table with his own and still want to be his own boss?
Now, the first thing I got to say about Big Country turning it down is it's this one person. It's this lady. She's really cool, really really nice lady. She hit me up on in DM messaged me about the Earl thing and the Derek Lewis or whatever, and I had said everything that I just told you or whatever, and I
Uh-huh.
disagreed. And mind you, she disagreed with me about Deontay and AJ. She can't stand AJ. She thinks he's all. She calls him all these bad names. She thinks he's this, thinks he's that.
Take it prima
And
donna.
yeah, it said that he's scared. He offered them all of this money and he still didn't take the fight. And it seemed like if you don't agree with people, now mind you, she is an avid learner. She appreciates boxing. She wants to learn. And I was like, and I would talk to her about, watch this, look at this guy, look at Charlie Burley, yada yada yada. And she wants to learn. Now I guess she knows enough to where she could sit down on her morals and talk bad about this fighter, talk bad about that fighter, and now she's to the point where she's like a lot of people in the fight game where if you don't agree with them, then you
Uh-huh.
don't know nothing about boxing. Now they have an issue with you. And one of the things you always said about one thing, and this goes for anybody listening. If you're one of the things old timers love about someone they know that they can learn is that they have no problem disagreeing and understanding. Like if your trainer says something and you say, well, I don't like this such and such and such, but because I want to do it like this, with no understanding of where that other person's coming from, you're not going to get nowhere. And you're
Right.
just oblivious. You just think you know everything. And people, Monty praises me so high, and I'm so grateful for Monty. I'm so grateful for Mr. Ray. They praise me, and even when I don't see it in myself, they praise me. And one of the things they love about me is Monty be telling me, bro, stop acting like you don't know this, bro. You know you be knowing such and such and such and this and that and the third. And I'll be like, nah. Or he may say something and we could disagree. And he understands and he always says, I like that you don't think you know everything with as much as you know about boxing. You don't think you know everything. That's good because a lot of people who know as much you will walk around smelling yourself, and I don't act that way. And for the longest with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua's situation, people have been giving Anthony Joshua the blues with talking this and that about him. Now Anthony Joshua was with the Zone
Yeah.
Matchroom. He got the offer of 120, 120, and whatever way you want to divide it up, 30 million per fight till you get to 120, or 40 million per fight before you get to 120, plus back in and payments and whatever way you want to do it. Think about it. You can't get upset now when people from AJ Berserk fans say now to Deontay Wilder fans, so how about what did he say now? They probably don't even know nothing about what Marnie is discussing about the stipulations, some stuff in it that seemed like a slave deal, some things that a fighter may disagree with that's in the contract. Don't even want to hear none of that. But probably gonna sit there and say, yeah, what about your boy? He had all the money in the world to come over to the Zone since he want to fight AJ so bad. It seemed like he ducking AJ now. Where now no one has the right to do that now. I'm sorry. No one has. That's why I can't stand it when people like the lady I'm talking about who's don't know nothing but want to talk this bad about, don't know what really going on behind that boardroom, talking this about this guy, and this guy, and don't really know. And they got upset when you disagree with them. I commend Deontay Wilder. This is the thing people got to understand. There's a such thing as comfortability, especially for a fighter. When you come from something or nothing. Mikey Garcia is a great example. Of course, we all know the family pedigree of Vargas and Fernando Vargas. We all know is not blood related to them, but is kind of blood related to them because of how far they go back. And we all know that Fernando Vargas made 10 million against De La Hoya and 10 million against Trinidad or something like that. So, and you see with Mikey and Robert, that Garcia family made the acres on the land. It's not much. But the house is nice, but it ain't no Floyd Mayweather type house, but it's a nice house for anyone and nice land for anyone. Go to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's a country boy.
Let me say this, Mikey owns land.
Yes, land. Like, I mean, 11 plus acres, people. And that Garcia family has like a stable of 30 fighters, and they have them living up, not no sleeping on top of each other type stuff. I mean, instead of putting them in a hotel, giving them rent free to stay on the property with chefs and all type of stuff. Go look it up on YouTube. But now let's go to Deontay Wilder. Big Country is a country boy. I come from a country family, and when you have a country family, you don't really need for much. Like you can make things happen. Like you people make fun of Deontay because the money that he's making in total right now at the end of his career right now, he made $4 million, I think, against Tyson Fury. All his other fights was $900K, $1 million, $1.2 million, $1.4 million. And we all know that AJ hit 1 million when he fought Dillian White, and they were both prospects at the time. But look at what Big Country has. So a man that's comfortable, who has a family, which he does, has a beautiful wife, which he does, beautiful kids, which he does. He has land and comfortability. So that 120, you're not going to make him overthink himself and say, I need that 120. What he's going to say is, all I want is these certain stipulations to fight AJ. That's all I want. You can't overwhelm me with the ones, because who's to know to say that joint didn't say, all right, 120 million, but you got to wear these gloves. The ring has to be this much. You can't have no rematch clause if you lose. You can't have this. You can't have that. Who's to say? Who knows?
But but Golden Boy, I think it was rumored that it was a 2-fight deal between him and Joshua on the backside of that of that agreement. You know what I'm saying?
They just came out, and I guess they think they said it was on there, but at the end of the day, like I was saying,
but y'all see what I'm saying? Like you never know what bothers them.
And that's what I was saying, Golden Boy, with a contract, you never know. But my thing is this: Wilder saying this, why the fuck do I have to have this many fights in between before I fight you? That's what he said.
And I'm the man.
And y'all telling me. I'm the man. Yeah, y'all telling me, and me and Fury was just this close to the rematch, but now y'all telling me I need 2 tune-ups. He need 2 tune-ups. Then we can fight. Hell no. He want his own, freedom. He want to call shots on his own. So right now, with Deontay Wilder is a free agent. All right, come on. I want to fight right now. Like I say, if you do something wrong and you want a contract, a promoter can put your ass on the shelf. And guess what? You're under contract. So there's no way you can get around. There's no way you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to court and sue you." You want to know why? Because he on the contract, and as soon as you try to take him to court and sue you, guess what? He got you a date to fight. So it's none of that shit. You cannot get away from. You are obligated in these contracts to do certain things. You're obligated to fly her. You're obligated to fly her. You might not want to do it, but guess what? You have to do it because they say so. If you
And
lose,
go
But
and back up what
yeah,
Monty said. You go look at the history. Just you ain't even got to go far back. Just go back these last 20 years. Look at Floyd's dilemma and look at Mikey Garcia's dilemma. Look at what them two boys went through. Who knows? Mikey might be retired right now because that's how close he was and how miserable he was. If it wasn't for Robert Garcia, he was about to start working as a police sheriff to probably like who if it wasn't for who his family is and the money that his brother's bringing in from having so many fighters, who knows? Mikey might have retired or something. A lot. He might have had to go make money another way. Who knows? Floyd had to go
but
do a buyout. Floyd had to go get money and do a buyout to get out of his stuff. Man, people got to understand.
and really I made this earlier when me and Monty was talking about this subject, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
even if it was a 3-fight, like, let's say it was a 3-fight deal where Breazeale was first on the zone, and then you get the 2-fight deal with Joshua. That puts you at 40 million a fight. But
Mhm.
my thing is people saying he ducking Joshua, but dude, like
Which is bull.
as exactly, and as unknown as people try to say Deontay Wilder is, bro, they did this thing on, I don't know if it was like ESPN who did it, somebody did it, where it was the world's 100 most popular athletes. And I didn't
Yeah,
know this until today. Deontay Wilder was 34 on that list. I didn't know that.
yeah.
So his popularity across the world ain't what people think, ain't as
Mhm.
low as people think it
Like that
is.
BS video with Eddie Hearn trying to ask random people, "Do you know who Deontay Wilder is?" and
Right,
stuff.
right.
exactly. So like people know who the hell Deontay Wilder, and it goes to my point to say, like, why would he take 80 million for 2 fights against Joshua, right? When
Yeah.
the first fight could gross over 100, you know what I'm saying, and they could make over 100 million in the first fight. You know what I'm saying? If everything play out the way that they want to. So
Put it all on the
essentially,
table, Mr. J. Put it all on the
you know what
table.
I'm saying. So
It's
it's
gonna
like,
be at London O2. It's not gonna be at the O2 Arena. It's probably gonna be at I
at
forget
Wembley
the soccer
Stadium.
stadium. Yeah, Wembley, where it's
Wembley,
100,000. It's like
yeah,
90,000 seats. You're gonna forget it's gonna be 90,000
yeah.
seats, but it's only a 20 foot by 20 foot ring. So you're gonna put seats on the field too. So that's another
Yep.
1,000
Yep.
or
So you probably got
1,500.
120,000 people in that
Exactly.
stadium.
Now
Exactly.
look,
And then
look,
you're gonna have
look, not
pay-per-view,
count,
back pay.
there you go. Not counting the endorsement money, not count
Yup.
Yep.
the
Sponsors,
gates. Yeah, so it's like when it's
pay-per-view
all
buys,
said and done, yeah,
gates, licensing, back pay, rights to the fight. And then you got sometimes where a fighter, let's say a fighter get paid 40 million that night. Sometimes a promoter may do this. You might get 20 million that night, and you might have it in the contract where you want installments for the rest of the money for the rest of your life or whatever, or put
True.
into this trust, or you might get 40 million that night. But then you got to remember, people got to understand, me and Mr. J about to fight. Mr. Monty is the promoter. Okay, so when me and Mr. J about the Mr. J about to fight, we're gonna do the gate. That's the percentage. Okay, we're gonna do this split. That's the gate that night. Okay, you gonna get this much of the pay-per-view buys? Mr. J could easily say, nah, 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 nah. You the champ, I'm the champ. We're gonna do 50-50, or we're gonna do
Yep.
whatever the case may be. Then we're gonna get the back pay. All right, so you got sponsors. I'm gonna have these many sponsors on my trunks. That's my money to keep. That's your sponsors on your trunks. That's your money to keep. Now, what sponsors can we get for this event? Which is the banners that you see on the mat, on the skyline with the lights where you see signs. Those are sponsors for the fight outside of the promoters. That money too. That's the back pay money. When you hear Floyd say, "I made money on this night," and then I still haven't totaled the money for the next 2-3 days. That's the back money. That's what he means by I still haven't seen my money for the next 2-3 days. That's the stuff that's coming in from everything else from that night.
Right.
yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
crazy.
man, people just don't look at that type of stuff when they people just look at a very micro view of the
Yep.
situations to say, oh well, he ducking Joshua, Joshua ducking him. Like I never thought either way, Joshua
Either
was
one.
ducking him
Yeah.
or him ducking Josh. I think what really pissed me off about the whole thing was Eddie Hearn trying to lie on this man, trying to make this man seem like, you know what I'm saying, he a liar when we done known Eddie Hearn to lie to the public, to twist the narrative, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, in
What
his
and
fighter's
don't
face.
care. He will do it without what and will not lose sleep.
Right, exactly. So, you know, that was the only thing that really made me mad about, you know, when the I think it was a fight before he got mandated to fight Povetkin, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when I thought we was the closest to getting that fight, or when we could have had that fight. But now it looked like, you know, I think the fight gonna happen irregardless of where Wilder is signed to, and I think it's smart of him to keep himself free till that point. You know what I'm saying? Because that is $100 million fight, and shit, maybe you do want it on pay per view in America because I don't give a fuck where that fight at, dude. If you put that shit on pay per view, everybody in America gonna buy that shit. I don't give a damn
Yeah.
where they
One thing
That's a
about
where
it,
they.
cookout night.
one thing about it, it's most definitely gonna be on pay per view in America, no matter what happened, bro.
Correct.
Like they
So
understand that's where the money is.
right, and then if you sign
Shout
that
out to
fight to
my
the
brother
zone,
Talking Sports, man. Shouts
you don't
out to
even
you.
lose. You know,
I
you
need
lose
everybody
that
to
pay
go
per view
follow
back in.
Talking Sports.
You know, so it's just like, come on, bro. Like this man ain't dumb, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he got Shelly
Yeah.
Finkel, Al, all them boys like right there with him. Like, bro, this ain't the right move for you. You know what I'm saying?
Al
That's what I say
Heyman.
though. So it's a situation, bro, to where like it's the business of boxing. And
Yep.
like I was telling people, man, fighters are going to do what's best for them. Every
Correct.
fighter is different. Every fighter feel like they don't need a promoter. A lot of fighters like Deontay Wilder who talk that shit himself, who can promote himself, who's
Yep.
comfortable in front of the camera. You understand? That know
Mm-hmm.
how to use the people, that know how to work the people and promote himself. They feel like they don't need a promoter. You know what I
And he
mean? I'm
don't.
not
He
saying
right. He
some
right.
fighters, like you say, Jay, is some fighters that need promoters and there's some fighters that don't. You know what I
I
mean?
agree
And
with you.
people like Deontay Wilder, who's very exciting and spontaneous, and you know what I'm saying, to have characteristic and charisma about himself. They put it on the line. They bet on themselves, like you said today at the press conference. They wanted to put me and Breazeale on fucking pay per view. He said that's not a pay per view fight. He said that's not a pay per view fight. I'm not trying to rob the people out of more than what I deserve. You know what I mean? To make them pay for something that's not worthy. He like, I understand what pay per view fights are. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And he said it's not a pay per view fight. So that's why I love, man. He said I'm for the people. I am the people, and I'm going to be the people's champion. And I believe, like you say, one face, one name, and that's what he believe in, bro.
He do.
And I
Yeah.
believe that man when he say that, bro. And salute the big country. Salute to Deontay Wilder. Salute to the Bronze Bomber, whatever you want to call him, for being a real alpha male, for being a real man, for standing for something and not just falling for money, bro. When we
Right.
know the name of the game now in boxing is the green. And I
Yep.
don't knock nobody,
Absolutely.
it's the green. But the thing is, he stand for something, bro, and he treat us fans the right way, like we should be treated. And for that, I'm gonna salute him.
But
But with
I'll
that
be
being said,
honest with you. No. Okay. Go ahead. I thought you was finished. My
and
bad.
I was gonna move on to Denny Garcia and Granados, but go and get it off, Jay.
I was gonna say, man, but like you gotta kind of tip your hat to AJ about it because I think AJ want the same thing. I just think the problem in AJ's side is just AJ got a promoter who who goals don't meet his goals. But I think, and me and you talked about it a while back, Monty. Like we just, you know, we got to get to that point where the fighters, you know what I'm saying, like slam their hands on the table to say, yo, make this fight happen, damn it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
yeah,
you work for me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hired you to do this. It's not me working for you. There are contracts in this whole thing. But at the end of the day, without Anthony Joshua, dude, the zone ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, without Anthony Joshua, I don't think that the zone platform might be as big as it is. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
think if he really want that Deontay Wilder fight, I think he's gonna really have to slam his hand on the table because I think Eddie Hearn gonna just keep dancing around it and dancing around it until both of them demand the fight, which I think is gonna happen either late
I'm gonna
this
say this.
year
I'm gonna
or
say this.
early
Then we can move
next
on.
year.
I'm gonna say this. Then we can move on. One thing about Anthony Joshua, I
Okay.
respect him. I said this. I said I know
Yep.
Joshua take a lot of shit from a lot of people over here in America.
Yep.
Um, rightfully so, because Eddie Hearn made him take it, and some of it he brought on himself. But one
Yeah,
thing I said this: you gotta respect Anthony Joshua for help bringing the heavyweight division back, and that's a
yeah.
fact.
Yep.
And
Regardless
Absolutely.
of
being a
people,
realist,
yeah,
he's a real person. Everything about him is
exactly.
real.
And I always respected Anthony Joshua, and I always took him for his word. And I hate that I had to delete all my videos because I got it in videos, and these are my words. Like, you know what I mean? I always took him for his word. You know, when he said, "Well, they just got Canelo found," he's just saying, I mean, had me saying before, but I always took him for his word, bro. And some people you
Yep.
can just feel the genuine in them. Like Golden Boy, I know he's a genuine person. I can feel it. Jay, I know he's a genuine person. I can feel it. Anthony Joshua, he's a genuine person. I can feel it. But yes, he's a fighter, so he's going to have the edge in him. He's going to have that lion in him, even though he's calm, cool, and collective. You understand what I'm saying? So when people look at him and they fault him for everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You still got to give him
and
credit for help bringing the heavyweight division back. He got the UK on his back in the heavyweight division, and without Anthony Joshua, the heavyweight division won't be as big as it is. The money is growing, facts, but we see Joshua taking it to the next level, and you got to give credit where it's due. That's why I say I will never discredit any fighter, man. I will not cheat myself out of greatness, even if I got a problem with a fighter. I'm still gonna watch him. I'm gonna support him if it's pay per view. I'll back if he a great fighter. I'm not gonna cheat myself out of greatness. But you still gotta like if you're gonna criticize a fighter for the wrong he doing, you must give him credit for the things that he doing right as well. You know what I
Correct.
mean? As much as people want to say he's soft, call him Anthony Johnson, people don't know him. And I said this: if you know Anthony Joshua, you know Deontay Wilder. If you know
yeah,
Deontay Wilder, you know Anthony Joshua. And the people who want to act like they don't, if the
Absolutely.
people want to act like they
Absolutely.
don't,
Yep.
you
You
just
like
being an
it.
right.
asshole, flat out liar. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say when people, oh, Anthony Joshua's not known in the UK. I mean, Deontay Wilder's not known in the UK. That's a fucking lie. Because we've been talking
That's a
about this
lot
fight for so long. But
because
people
they got
saying
casual fans over there that could give you a good boxing conversation, unlike in
exactly,
America.
exactly. And over here, when people say, no one knows who AJ is, that's why he's fight Big Baby Miller. And I say, man, quit it, man. Anthony Joshua is known over here as well. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's about people that's going to keep it real and tell the truth and not just fall in with any fucking thing. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. And at the end of the day, we
Right.
live in real life. As much as we debating this shit, we debating boxing, we saying this, we just motherfuckers on YouTube talking while these people living their life with millions of dollars in the bank, living good. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, respect what needs to be respected. If you go criticize, criticize, but give respect at the same time. You dig what I mean? But let's move on to um Denny Garcia and Adrian Granados, who
That's
also had press
Tigre.
conference today. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah,
was a nice press conference. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Me myself. Let's start off with you, Golden Boy. What you think about that?
I'm happy for Tigre. I'm just happy for him. Like Tigre
Yep.
is, yeah, like Tigre is he's the new Gabriel Rosado. We got it. We know. All right, but what makes it even worse, if anyone can really believe this, Tigre has been robbed more than Gabriel's been robbed. And I know Gabriel has more losses, but I mean, like, Tigre will move anywhere from 40 to 60, and he was getting robbed. He got robbed against Kermit Cintron. Kermit Cintron, like he had certain, from what I've heard promoters tell me, it's just reason why Tigre and other guys get robbed. He got robbed against other guys, and his pedigree, does he make some fundamental mistakes? Yeah, but he makes up for it with the punch output, with the grit, great chin, and everything. And when he beat Amir Iman, that set, even right now, Amir Iman is affected by that loss,
Yes.
because
Absolutely.
you can
Absolutely.
see, like, you can see the effects of that loss when he fought Ramirez. You can
Yep.
see some of that was
Absolutely.
beaten out of him. I
Even the
mean,
fight, even the fight before Ramirez, shit.
yeah. I mean, he hit Tigre. When I this the thing, this, everyone who listening, you may not know about this fight because it wasn't shown on TV, but it's on. I
It
think
was
it's still
not.
on YouTube. It was just shown as highlights. But we saw the fight. He caught
I saw it
Amir.
live. Yeah, I saw that shit
Yeah,
live.
Amir Iman is that Bama nice. All right, don't let some of these boxing pages who was on his jock when he was moving up, saying, "Oh wow,
Yeah.
I can't believe that Don King is moving up a guy the way he's moving him up. Oh, he looks great. This guy really can fight as an
Wait,
amateur
hold on.
pedigree."
Hey, hold on.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
hold on, Golden Boy. Hey, Monty, you remember when I used to be on my rant about the Miramar fam?
Oh hell yeah.
And you, excuse me, like you. And the worst part is,
He thought Amiri Mom was gonna beat who you
Victor
say he could beat
Poster, who was the champ.
Victor Poster,
Victor
yeah.
Poster was the champ at the time.
I think
He
you
was a
could have
man
got
though.
him.
That's what I think, bro.
He could
That's
have
what I'm
got him.
saying. I was like, bro,
No,
you
I
could
don't
have
know.
got
Only
Victor
thing
Poster,
about only
man.
thing about Amiri Mom to me is he showed that I just think like I love the young master, man, but I just felt like he sometimes could be a front runner and he can mentally fatigue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like Tony
And,
Harrison.
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
thing is that once he lost, now you got all these pages who went from calling him next great black champion and all this other stuff to, I mean, this is what happens when you try to fight like Floyd. Amir was doing that in the amateurs. He
Yeah.
was doing that in the amateurs. Like, don't. Anyways, when he hit, I mean, he threw a beauty. He has one of the best 1-2s in the game, and he hit
Yeah.
Tigre flush,
And he
flush.
went down. Yeah.
He fell. I mean, it was straight smooth criminal in reverse when Tigre smacked that canvas, and Tigre got up just like this out of the blue. All right, all right.
And he went to
Oh,
work. Yeah, he went to work.
yes.
Yeah.
Did you see when he got up and pointed at him? He was like, okay,
He went to
all
work.
right. I was like, my dad. So me and my dad are watching the fight, right? My dad did this. Uh-oh. I said, what you say? Uh-oh for? He better jump back on. And whenever you see a dude that you hit flush like that, get up like that and do that, it's gonna be a long night. You might still win, but it's gonna be a long,
It was
long
damn
night.
sure.
And
It
he,
I
was
got the
damn
boy.
sure.
That mean I'm coming, bitch.
yes, and he, man, I'm telling you, that punishment that Imiriman took, it bothered him for the rest of his career. And you
It
saw
did.
it in all the fights after that. And that's the type of guy we're talking about here with Tigre. Tigre is, excuse me, he used to be here in DC, like at Headbangers and everything. Like he can fight.
Yeah, he was a
And
scoring partner for Adrian Broner. He used to give his ass work.
yeah, he was here. And everyone in the boxing community, we all know like he's at a level where he's making good money. He's made it as a fighter. Everything else now is legacy. But we all know, they could easily cut you off and say you're done. But while you're here, make that money, do something good with it. So with that said, it's good for Tigre. And he's now that guy that gets the call, like Ricardo Mayorga, like
The
now
step up
Adrian.
fight. Yeah, the
Let's
Yeah,
just
step up
say,
now
fight.
like
let's just say,
Adrian
I
Broner,
think he the biggest
bounce
name
back
out of,
fights.
yeah, he the biggest name out of Chicago right now. For us,
Yeah,
young fighters with Joshua Gurr, rest in peace, Ed Brown, but Ed Bad Boy Brown was
bad boy.
bad thing. He was the biggest thing out of their gym, and you could say Granados was the second best, and then you had Joshua Greer. But now you can say Tigre, like you say, he's the best thing out of the gym now. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
without being a champion.
And they all came up in the same gym.
Right.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
gym.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
I mean, they came up in the same gym, and they all friends. They was all friends. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They rep Ed Brown to the end, man. I like that about him.
And
And
that's and I mean he in a comfortable spot, man. Like and I say this just for people who aspiring to be boxers that want to that want to make comfortable money, man. You look at a guy like that, man. A guy like I look at guys like Tigre, like Jared Hurd, just normal guys that don't have the long, outstanding amateur backgrounds, that come up in the boxing game and that make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a
hmm
lot of people think they gotta fight 300-400 amateur fights, and no, I mean, no, bro. Like sometimes the
no.
amateurs ain't for everybody. What's the boy that just fought on the undercard of Earl and what's it called, the featherweight?
Yes, I know who you're talking
Louis
about.
Neri. Louis
Hmm.
Neri, 9 amateur fights, bro. He ain't lost in the professional ranks yet. Former
And he was
world
champion.
champion.
He was champion. He just lost
Yeah,
his
you
belt
know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
scale.
And it's stuff like that where, like, I caution the people, like, yo, bro, like, you just gotta believe in yourself and put your own work in, bro. And like maybe the amateurs won't work out for you, man. There'll be some special cats that come through the amateurs, but not all them special cats make it in the pros. If your style is a pro style, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make it without all those amateur accolades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
and that there is guys. I'm not gonna say their names, of course, that had 188 amateur fights. I have a friend who had 240. I've had friends who had so many amateur fights and grew up in the gym since they were 4. And of course, yeah, Monty knows about my illness or whatever. But so I didn't have as many amateur fights. But my dad used to tell people, no. You still getting hit in the head. It's guys who done fought in so many amateur fights that they get burnt out by the pros, and then by the time they they get 14 pro fights, but they look stale, look at Fernando Vargas. Fernando Vargas, he made great money, $10 million back to back. Get that. But he was burnt out. He retired at 28, yo. He retired at 28, 29 years old. I mean, let's be real here, and those guys like Ray Boom Boom Mancini, those type of guys, Adrian Granados and so many other guys, where you look at him and you say Jonathan Badger, his name is Jonathan Bad Badger Baxter. He's 7-1. He lost his first pro fight. He used to spar Antonio Russell all the time, and he was just one of them guys where you looked at him. My dad was like, he's not gonna win a lot of amateur fights, but when he turned pro, that's when he's gonna turn the corner. That's when they turn the corner, and so you can't knock that. And the thing about Tigre is at that point now where he's that guy that gets the call, and he wants it, and he's not scared. He's gonna give you that work, and you have to come in shape and ready because let's all throw it out there for a second. Monty's gonna get mad, but if that fight was not in Cincinnati when he fought Adrian, the scorecards would have been a little closer.
The scorecard was close though.
I think it would have been. I think it was a split decision, right? It was a split, right?
I thought he beat him by unanimous decision, but I'm not. Is it unanimous majority? I thought.
Oh, it was majority.
I thought so, but I'm not sure.
If this is split, it would have been a majority. If it was a majority, then it would have been a draw. Like that's what I mean.
Already, it was split decision.
It was
split decision. Okay. If it was somewhere else, that would have been a majority draw. But I mean, not a majority draw, a majority decision for Adrian Broner.
Okay, so tell me this. Hold on, real fast.
I mean, when you got a split decision, it can go either way. Shit, probably Tigre way.
Okay, so y'all tell me this then.
Wait, did you just say that? Did you hear that, Mr. J? Did Monty just say it would have went to Tigre?
I never said he didn't have a chance to win that. I always say gave.
Oh, hallelujah! Thanks for changing this, word.
Yeah, that was a real close fight.
It was like almost Paulie and Bronner. You know what I mean?
How you think that? But you don't think the Jesse Vargas fight was close?
I never said the Jesse Vargas fight wasn't close. Now that's the fight.
I'm going to go get some more ginger ale because I need to walk away from that moment. Okay, I'm listening, Mr. J.
Yeah, but I said. I don't know what Golden Boy talking about. I had Bronner winning Jesse Vargas.
I did.
I had Bronner beating
No. I had it a draw against Jesse Vargas. I had it a draw against Jesse Vargas. I had
Bronner winning that day. I had Bronner winning.
I had him beating Granados. I had him beating Granados. I had it a draw against Jesse.
Meant also.
But Javier Fortuna, he just played him flat out. He was getting his ass. He's gonna get his ass beat against.
Meant also. That's all I gotta say.
Speak English, motherfucker. I gotta translate over here.
I said you lying like a mug. That's what I said.
Wait a minute, what I said about which fight?
You said you felt like Adrian beat when we talked the next day. You said that Tigre did real good and he made it close, but Adrian basically still won clearly. And you said that Adrian won clearly against Jesse.
Yeah, I thought he won clearly on both fights. To me, in my opinion, though. Remember when the fight was on GB? You said what? I said Adrian Broner won that fight. He said, "Dad."
Yeah, I did.
But look, I do feel like Adrian won the Jesse Vargas fight. I feel like Adrian won the Granados fight. But Granados, man, that's why I say he's a warrior, bro. I feel like in a Danny Garcia fight, let's get into the Danny Garcia.
I think Danny's gonna have problems, yo. I really do, because he's not slick enough. He's fundamentally enough to get okay, if y'all could see me, you know Tigre sometimes gets a little too open. Sometimes gets a little too
I heard you, Marcus Davis.
Sometimes gets a little too wide.
hold on, go to boy. Marcus Davis says it's going to be a split decision when Danny and Granados fight. It's going to be close, especially if Danny don't knock him out.
Yeah,
I think
and
he is gonna knock him out though. That's the problem.
yeah,
I
that's
think
the
he is
thing.
gonna knock
That's
him
the
out.
thing. You now here's the thing. You know, Adrian, he's slick. Adrian's gonna as soon as you take that mistake when Tigre got wide, you'll see Adrian take the quarter step or take the 6-inch step, and he'll come wide. He'll come with that sweet wop, 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 come something like that. Okay, when you're dealing with Danny, Danny's here. Danny's more fundamentally sound and with your point program type of stuff. So and but a pro. So he's gonna sit there like this. He's going to be more, if he was able to get to Adrian, who has more foot movement, slickness to slide and pull, then Adrian, then Danny's going to pull and catch and do this in turn, which is going to be more still set in the space and in the pocket with Tigre. So, but here's the catch, like what Mr. J said, this is where he can knock him out. He hits harder than Adrian. Adrian hits you with hot shots and speed.
Yeah.
When Adrian Granados gets wide, that's when the amateur program is going to come back out. That Olympic style pedigree, because we all know where Danny fought how high in the amateurs. He gonna come in between, and I would tell Danny shorten the wide hook up, because Danny would do this. Danny would pull.
Shorten that bitch.
Danny,
Put his ass.
sometimes Danny will pull this way. I'm gonna tell him shoot in between, tuck your chin. Tuck your chin in, shoot in between, and I want the hook off the jab, short. Throw the right hand and come back with the hook again. Because he's still going to be right here. Adrian Gennaro is still going to be right there. And coming up from the body, coming up from the head, his chin is going to be right there in the air. Come in between, throw the hook off the jab, brick hook, come back with the 2-3 again. So you could do 132-23 or you could do 123-23. It's his choice. But the hook, shorten it up. Don't widen it, because we don't need your shoulder getting caught with his shoulder and hurting yours. So come in between, and if you can, when he comes like this, come up in the middle and come back with the hook and come straight down the pipe and then slide out, because then you'll get his momentum towards the ropes and you can get more off.
And beat his ass. Dude, man. I feel y'all. I think Granado's gonna give that. Dude, this is the type of fighter I heard one of my man say earlier, dude, this is the type of fight that Danny thrives in, that Danny shine in, bro. Danny finna beat Granado's ass, bro. Danny finna beat the shit out of Granado's. I'm sorry,
Look, I'm gonna say this. I'm one of the person that said, yes, Granado's style is made for Danny, for us to counter punching. You understand what I'm saying? And Danny is a good fighter when he go from the body upstairs. But one thing about Adrian Granado's, bro, you got to kill that son of a gun to make him stop.
Yeah. Wait, don't say kill.
And I say this.
Kill. Don't say kill. Please.
We gonna get him out of there, though.
It's just the type of fighter he is, but
I know, yeah.
He's going to mark Danny face up, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's going to mark up his face. Danny is easy to bruise, but one thing about Adrian Granados, bro, is and Danny know it himself. He say he ain't the fastest, he ain't the strongest, but he's a tough kid. He's tough, man. He come from Chicago, man. He's tough. You know what I mean? Adrian Granado, he's not afraid, bro. And one thing about him, he loves to fight. And once he get into the rhythm, he coming. Like he coming, bro. Once he get into that rhythm, bro, he coming. He like it. He really like it.
And he's throwing 80+ punches around on the low ball. On the low ball side, it's 70.
Exactly, bro. That boy is coming. And he's like, when he little, he looked like he needed reeling to calm his ass down, because he's active. He's very active, bro. But
you heard his coach, right? Even though his coach was speaking Spanish, coach was telling him was stop. He said, Alto, stop. Do not fight yet. You're leaving when he was fighting Adrian. He said, when he was fighting Twin, he said, you leaving your chin in the air. I need you sharper. All right, keep doing what you're doing, but do not get reckless. All right, I understand you want to fight. Stay in his chest, but keep your chin where it's supposed to be. And that's going to be his problem, where he could get caught in between. But the later this fight goes, the worse it gets for Danny.
Is he with the same coach, Golden Boy? I don't know if he switched. He with the same
coach. He has to switch. I heard he went to a different training camp, but he still has the same coach.
He got the same coach.
He always calls it the broke team.
Well, Marcus Davis say Danny better hope he knock him out, and if not, it's going to be a long night. Listen to me. This is how I know he's going to have success against Danny, bro.
Yes, he has to.
I love Herrera, right? I like Herrera. Herrera got a good jab. And Herrera is that type of fighter that he got a little engine too. But Adrian Granados is unpredictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be unpredictable in the ring. And Danny gonna have to time him, which I feel like he gonna time him because Danny do got good timing. Because Granado sometimes could come fighting at one speed, the same as American. Because I say once you fight at one speed, you gotta learn how to switch your speed up, and that's gonna be an American problem with Terrence Crawford. But I just feel like Adrian Granados, once he get going, he don't know how to slow himself down sometimes, bro. He don't. It's like fuck
Mm-hmm.
it, come on, we fight. It's a fight.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's a fight. And he don't know how to slow himself down sometimes. And I think that's gonna be his downfall. And I do think Danny might catch him with a hook and put him down. I feel like it, but if he don't, like my guy Marcus Davis say, if he don't, it's going to be a
Long night.
I ain't even gonna say long
because
night,
one
bro,
thing about Danny Garcia, Jay, he's not like he don't react first, bro. That's going to be his
Yeah.
problem. He don't react first. He
I
like to
agree.
react
No, no,
off
I
counter.
agree
He
with
like
you.
to wait a lot. The same
But the
thing. That's
thing
why he
is,
lost the Sean Porter fight, bro.
yes,
Because he
but
waited like he waited too much. If you look
yes,
at the Keith Thurman fight, the second half, Danny was pushing. He was pushing. I don't know if because Keith was going backwards, but he was pushing forward. And when Danny is pushing forward, he's a dangerous fighter as well. But when he plant his feet and he's sitting down and you coming to him, he's also dangerous. But the thing is, if he don't be first against Granados and let Granados be first all the time, Granados is unpredictable. You don't know what he's coming with. And I think that'll cause problems for Danny Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
the thing
Big
is,
money, you
I
fucking
can
right. He a
honestly
dog,
say
bro. He
that.
a dog. And like I just told him,
I don't
Golden Boy don't
necessarily
like it,
that
but you got to
narrative, bro.
kill Granados to make him stop,
But
bro,
yeah,
because he's
I
not
get
going to
that.
stop.
I get that. I understand that. But I don't like that narrative that people use where, oh, if Danny not first, he like yes, I guess you can say it like to say, oh, he in trouble of losing a fight because he's not active enough. But if, like I said, you look at the Sean Porter fight, bro, and you
Yeah.
look at the Keith Thurman fight, two fights where he was not first, where he was the counter puncher, and I could make a very, very, very compelling argument in both of those fights that he
No, but
won
listen to what I
both of
said,
those
Jay. I
fights.
said
You
in
know
the
what I'm
Keith
saying? Like,
Thurman fight, when Danny got to coming back with Keith Thurman is in the second half when Danny was pushing forward. He had Thurman going backwards. And I think Thurman gassed a little bit. But like I said, when you got a Danny Garcia that's coming forward, that's being offensive, he's very
right?
dangerous. So he's going to have to try to be first in this fight. If he sit back and he let Granados be first, I said
Mm-hmm.
Granados is unpredictable. You don't know what he coming with
See,
because he come in and Danny, I think he coming with something. And if he comes straight down the middle on the Danny, like straight, whenever people come straight down the middle on Danny, they have success.
they
So
have
if
success.
Danny's sitting right there thinking he's gonna come with a hook and he comes straight down the middle and he pop his ass with it, pop, and then he follow up with something, pop. Because one thing about Granados, he's following up, bro. He's not just gonna
Yeah.
throw one punch at a time. He's following up.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
if you
so
don't know, see, the thing is, if he don't know how to get out of there, the thing is, I think Renato got to be able to get his shit off. He got to be able to get his stuff off without getting into exchanges with Danny, because that's where Danny gonna land
Yeah.
those clean power shots that he was landing on Sean. I think Sean was getting in there. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't bully Danny around. So that allowed Danny, yes, okay, maybe Danny wasn't first. But as everybody has noted in that fight, dude, Danny landed the harder, crisper, cleaner shots, and that's being second the whole fight in that Sean Porter fight. A fight in which I thought he won. You know what I'm saying? I thought he beat Sean. That's just my opinion. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that
No, you're
feels
not the
that.
only person.
You know what I'm saying? But Granados is going to give Danny the opportunity to land big shots over and over and over in the
Yeah.
fight. I just think an accumulation of Danny seizing the opportunity of those moments is going to get him to win the fight. Because I think
Yeah.
I just think he's too heavy-handed, dude. He got good timing, and I think Danny's defense is a little underrated to me. I think people don't talk enough about Danny's defense as they should, because you don't really see him getting beat the fuck up in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, but elite fighters can touch him. Don't get me wrong. Elite boxers can touch him, but I definitely think Danny is gonna beat the shit out of Granados. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you. I just don't see a way
But
in which
Mr. J,
Granados is gonna be able to get his stuff off without and be able to get in and out of the pocket without exchanging with Danny. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I just don't I don't see him winning the fight that way. I think
well,
Danny's
Mr.
gonna be able to get his shit off, bro.
Well,
No,
Mr. J, like, I agree with some of your points. The only thing I say I disagree with, but I get why you're saying it. Is we saw the shot, like I was saying, we saw the shots Twin hit Tigre with. We saw the pot shots he was landing.
Right.
And we all know turn those same pot shots into full, because we all know Danny's what we call in the gym a free swinger, where guys like him, Arturo Gatti, guys like those guys, where the shots that they not even trying to throw hard, they shoot it all the way through. They twist their hip on every single thing, and Tigre could wind up getting caught in between. And Tigre is kind of like Arturo Gatti when it comes to his chin, where you saw, and we haven't even seen Tigre getting dropped like that. I just told y'all about Amir. Go back and look at it. You ain't gotta watch. If you ain't gonna watch the fight, just go back and reference our story about. Go look at the highlight and go look at the knockdown. I mean, that 1-2 was something pretty, and he got up like he was on cocaine or something. Like, yeah, what's up? Hey, you know,
Murray mom thought he had him too. He just
yes, he thought he had it.
Yeah,
Legit. Legit. That's where your trainer comes in. Because you got to look, I want you to take the next 2 rounds off. Box this dude on the perimeter. Do not fight him. Do not sit in the pocket and catch any counters. Don't even counter. Just stay on the outside and leave until we get this fight back under the same pace again, because this dude's going to come out bull riding. All right, you're going to come out bull all way. So you got to be a matter. That's where your trainer comes in. And like, and you when now say what you was gonna say, Mr. J.
Bro, and that fight made me so mad because they didn't tell Amir mom shit in that corner, bro. I'm so mad, bro. Listen, like
I'm sorry I brought up that deal.
I used to be talking shit to Monty about Amir mom the whole way. I'm like, man, this dude about to be the champ. This dude about to do this. Man, I'm watching that Adrian Granados fight live, bro. Because I think they was on the undercard of Lucian Bute.
Lucian Bute.
James DeGale, I believe they was on the undercard of that fight. And I'm watching that fight, and I'm so fucking mad. I'm like, yo, why y'all not telling this dude what he need to do? And he just in there just taking an ass whooping, bro. And I just couldn't take
getting overwhelmed.
Fuck, man.
Getting completely over. And here's the thing. There's an old saying about guys like Adrian Granados who has chins like that. And for people who don't know, and growing up in the gyms around so many great trainers and great fighters in my area, you hear little old sayings and things like that. And one of the cryptic sayings about guys with strong chins is, and you're going to think of Arturo Gatti when I say this, they're like brick walls. You go to a brick wall somewhere, and you can punch it, hit it with a hammer, sledgehammer, all types of pickaxe for years. It won't budge until one day it just can't take it no more, and it'll be the least thing to knock it. It'll be a little girl coming up, putting her foot on the wall just to tie up her shoe, and next thing you know, that brick wall just timber and falls. Something that light, it makes that brick wall finally give in and timber and fall. And when boxing, you see that a lot. Guys who took shots get up like it's nothing, and next thing you know, they get in there with a guy, and is a guy that's not really known as a puncher or something like that. You saw it with Sugar Ray Robinson. He was going to wind up fighting for a title again, and he fought not Dick Tiger. Who the hell did he fight? I forget the guy's name. The guy was known as a Paulie Malignaggi type of puncher, and he dropped Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson said it was time for him to give it up because he said, I finished the fight, but what's going to happen to me in the title fight if I was to win? So you're going to see, and you wonder, will Danny shoot something like a 6-inch hook, boom, off the jab, or come back, or even if he sees it in a split second, he changes the angle on it and tucks in that glove, that Reyes glove. Or if sometimes you'll change, for people who don't know, you'll turn it off the side or you'll turn it off the end, depending on what you see and depending on what angle you thinking that it should come at, whether it's I want to go to the tip, I'm going to widen it, or I'm going to go to the tip of the chin. What happens when Adrian gets on them little toes, and next thing you know, he starts getting herky-jerky, he starts going, next thing you know, he does this, and he comes in, and he just wants to run off some numbers to the body, and he comes upstairs, or he starts, because Tigre knows how to rough you up. He gonna give you his hair, he gonna throw you his shoulder, he gonna start moving his body, all type of stuff on you, letting you breathe nothing but hot air on you. That's good. And I just feel like I'm gonna give it by 5 or 6 rounds. About 5 rounds. If he does not, the longer the fight goes, the less of a chance he has at catching Tigre. That's how I feel personally. The longer the fight goes, the
Marcus
less
Davis
chance he
say,
has.
Marcus Davis said, Granados use his jab, show little head movement, just don't come straight in. He can make it tough for Danny.
Yeah,
If Granado's just coming straight in with his chin high, then I can see him getting stopped.
But he don't.
yep.
But he don't fight at angles though. That's the thing. Like
No, no, he
you
does
know what I'm saying?
sometimes. He gave Adrian some angles. He gave Adrian some angles. He didn't do it enough though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's my thing, man. With all this all that shit sound good, man. All that
Yeah,
shit sound good, dude. Have to, if you cannot get in and out of the pocket, dude. Because look at Keith Thurman's formula for success early in that fight, dude. He pumped his shit off, boom, worked off the jab, got his offense off, and circled around Daniel. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? The whole first half of the fight, bro, which allowed him to be able to, you know what I'm saying, move and avoid those big shots from Daniel. And he won rounds early off of that. If you can do that, you're gonna be fine against Danny Garcia.
Well, here's
Now,
my thing. I want to give one example. One more example, and maybe this will also help people watching. Okay, if I'm telling Tigre, like, okay, Danny, Danny's a good chance Danny's gonna be the one here on the perimeter, sitting there like he might. Of course, we all know Danny's an inside C. He's a C pattern. He's a C pattern more than he's a circle type of fighter. He's not gonna always walk you. If anything, he's gonna step this way. He's gonna stay here and go here and step. When I'm telling Tigre, I want you tight. And if you're gonna move, because sometimes Tigre likes to get on his bicycle, he'll do this, and then he'll shoot his stuff, and then next thing you know, he'll come at a weird angle. He'll step off the side pivot from here, where you're looking at me at. Come here, boom, boom, slide in, and next thing you know, he gets to throwing stuff. I'm telling them, I want him to smell your breath all night long. I don't want, like what Mr. J said, that distance where he has a better chance of getting caught with that hook coming out of the exchange and pulling out right here. This is where he'll wind up getting caught with that hook at right here where I'm standing. He has a less chance of getting caught with that hook if he slides, does that Joe Frazier, rub that arm, rub that hair, and he stays right here. But he has to still respect the one thing that I noticed Danny doesn't do is what I was taught is when you're getting smothered, especially for guys with long arms, it's even better for guys shorter and more stockier, that you guys smothering you. You might catch that stuff, wow, catch that stuff, roll under something, might move his head, swim his head. Then you'll just do this. Just shoot it real short, everything off the form. It ain't gotta be like this, but I could bring it close if I want to. I could, okay, his glove is touching my glove, come right behind it, boom, or I could shoot it when he pulled back, boom, and keep it from this angle, boom, or this angle, boom, when he's this close. But if he's smothering and I'm moving and I'm short, I could just go just like that, all off the forearm. I could come from a half angle. It don't have to be here because you might wind up hurting your shoulder, getting it caught, or anything. So you'll shorten it up and turn it from here and just go from here, everything off the forearm. And then it's coming at that R angle. Now you got the leverage you need to finally pivot, swim them, clinch them, walk them, and finally reset everything. And I'm telling Tigre, you need to stay in his chest because he doesn't angle himself out as good as he should at this level. Danny always has to get back to this angle at this distance in order for him to start letting his combinations go. So stay closer and the fight's better for us. So you don't get caught. And if you do pull out, please pull out dipping and tight and out if you need to. But if you're pulling straight back, do not pull even like this. Don't even pull like this.
But he been known
because that hook is coming.
All right. So with that being said, y'all picks. Then we can talk about the pay-per-view fight that night.
I got Danny stopping Granados in the eighth round.
How did I know you was gonna say 8? I just said it too.
I think it's gonna take him a little bit of time to
figure
really
it out.
Catch up to what he's doing.
Because I think they like I don't really see much like adjustments when they go in there to fight. I think he just come with the same game plan. If you figure it out, you do. If you don't, you don't. And I think Danny gonna figure that shit out, and they gonna, you know what I'm saying, and they gonna get him out of there.
Your prediction, Golden Boy?
Danny, by decision with a 20% chance of catching them cold.
Okay. I think I got Danny as well, but I'm not sleeping on Granados. But I do think Danny catch him around the ninth or the 10th round. You know what I mean? I don't think he knock him out like knock him cold out. I see
Yeah.
TKO. I see TKO.
Yeah, like stopping him on the ropes because he got such a
Yeah.
good chin, might wobble him, then run the numbers, and wave it.
Then again, I can see a fucking
Doing him like he did Brandon Rios ass.
but nah, because Brandon Rios is just. I don't think Brandon
Spin.
Rios got the energy and still the will of Adrian Granados. Granados is still young and hungry, so. But I do think Danny can catch him and put him out though. Let's move on to Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan that night.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord. Here we go.
let's start you going, boy.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, Lord. Jesus. All right, okay. I like Amir Khan. I took little tricks from Amir Khan and, try and put it in my game and everything, but I'm happy that he's in a big fight, to make some good money again because he's comfortable already. But he's gonna get. I got him. I would love it if he could make it to the final bell, and it's some good amateur style exchanges. Kind of like how De La Hoya and Shane Mosley, the last round, they took it back to the amateurs and threw a lot of flurries, and they were just nodding their head at each other. I would love to see that because they both have that ability, but I see Bud getting pissed off, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I see Bud walking forward. I see Bud walking forward. And Bud, he always do this. He'll walk, he'll put the glove here, and he'll always do this. Like he'll like pull on that back foot a little bit, like a little nod. Then he'll sit, and when he's really ready to throw, he'll do this. Then when he settles down, he's more like this, whatever. So when they get the exchanging, we all know Amir Khan, he never throws threes. He never throws twos. Everything is 4 punches and up in his combinations. 4 punches and up. Same speed, coming right at you. The problem is when he finally hits Bud and Bud gets pissed off and Bud start walking to him. And Bud start, where you going? No, where you going? Where you going? And they start going, and the next thing you know, that's when you see Amir Khan freeze. Amir Khan always does this. And he freezes up, he tightens his neck up, he sometimes does this, tries to do this, and freezes his head up. And next thing you know, he gets caught pulling out, getting caught with stuff, and he winds up getting stopped. I'm sorry, he's not in shape. That I always tell guys, this is a 25, 8, 366, 367 with a leap year occupation. My Uncle Nestor always says, I'm not going to tell you not to live a life, but this is the life you chose. Uncle Nestor always tells fighters that. He even told Jarrett that. I'm not going to tell you not to live your life, but this is the life you chose. He always tells you don't never come in here 20 pounds over to start camp. We don't do that. I know some of it's going to be walk around weight, but I don't want you no more than 10 pounds over your limit.
Damn, wait, starting camp?
I don't want like he tells some fighters come in 20 pounds and they start, and it's no problem from them. They'll knock that 20 pounds out.
Wait, hold on. So Jared Hurd start camp at 165?
No, like yeah. Start camp, yeah. He'll start camp at 65 sometimes. Okay. Yeah, he started camp one time at 65. One time he started at 63, and another time Uncle Nestor told him take longer off. He said, go and take longer off. I understand you might go to sleep and sleep on something that you ate. So he came into camp 171.3, and by the time that one training session was over, he was down to like 63.8, if I remember right, because we was betting money. And he came and like he got on the scale right after it was over with all his stuff. It was like 63.8. But when I say that when Amir Khan took that time off, he got big. I don't know if anybody saw the little
You talking about
UK.
after the Samuel Vargas fight?
Wait, no, after the Canelo fight. After the Canelo fight, he got big. And when he came back in the Vargas fight, when he came back in the Philo Greco fight, he wasn't in the best shape. And he was in there with the right guys who wouldn't push his shape. If you catch my drift,
Vargas
like
was pushing his ass though.
Yeah, Vargas was pushing. Vargas ain't no slouch. Like you can if you sharp, you could beat him, but you got to be sharp to beat him. Or he's gonna,
right, exactly.
yeah, he's gonna. Oh, because he's one of them guys that will give you a working over. Like if you don't do what you're supposed, he's gonna give you a working over. And the thing people gotta understand is he doesn't look as fast as Amir Khan is. He still doesn't look as fast as we know him to look.
I think I can agree with that. Yeah.
Like he looks a little sluggish, a little bit. And I got a feeling that he's gonna catch him in the middle of an exchange a little bit, hit Amir Khan with something. Amir Khan's gonna turn into Evander Holyfield, get pissed off, and then he's gonna walk him down. And he's gonna wind up making him freeze up because Amir Khan freezes up when somebody attacks him. When somebody throws more than enough punches and in his chest, he freezes up. He's gonna get caught right up on his chin, and it's gonna be either getting banged out on the ropes or he's gonna take a knee and he's gonna be wobbly and get stopped.
I think he's gonna. I think Bud gonna break him down because I don't see like as much as people want to blame it on him not having a chin. I think Bud gonna just break him down systematically, man. Like Bud always been that type of fighter. Activity ain't never been an issue, man. To me, I think Bud Crawford is one of the 2 or 3 best defensive fighters in boxing. Honestly, man, you don't never really. You saw him get hit flush against Gamboa, and that's what everybody go to. But I think that fight was in 2012, 2013.
Right, man, that shit was so long ago.
6-7 years ago, bro. Bud one of the best defensive fighters in boxing. You don't see
people
often land flush on Bud and hurt Bud. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's just gonna, even with the speed, man. I think, he may be able to get some stuff off, but I think he's gonna systematically break Amir Khan down. And I think people don't give him enough credit for his vicious body punches, dude. I think he's one of the more vicious body
and going behind the elbow on the body.
Right. He don't go to the body with the volume that Errol Spence do. But the viciousness of the body shots when they land is what I think Bud don't get the credit for. And I think once them body shots start to land, like in the Canelo fight, it's gonna slow him down. He's gonna sit down and want to fight and get caught with something. And it's gonna be night. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying.
But my opinion is, I still think Amir Khan is a fast fighter. I still believe, with all the top welterweights, I still believe Amir Khan can cause problems in the first 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I believe the speed is still there. I believe this is going to be the fight. Like I said about Tyson Fury, you had 2 training camps to get in shape, but now this is a training camp where you start early because you're in the fight of your fucking life. And this was a fight that I think motivates Amir Khan. Now, I mean, the other 2 fights, he probably felt like, I'm going to come back, I'm getting down, but I know I can beat these guys. And he slept on Vargas a little bit and he got his ass dropped against Vargas.
Twice,
but
right?
The thing is, Terrence Bud Crawford, he understands what this is. That's why with Virgin Hunter, he understands that this is his last shot. He understands that it's not going to be too many more opportunities after this shot because you lose to Terrence Bud Crawford, you just become that journeyman. But this is a fight Amir Khan going to give his all in. You know what I mean? I think he's saving Kell Brook on a goodbye fight. But I think this is the fight he's going to give his all in, and we're going to see a great fucking Amir Khan. I feel like he can come in, and I do believe he can make it 12 rounds if he see the punches coming. If he don't go in there fighting at one speed and he slow himself down. You know what I mean? Because one thing about him, like I say, Amir Khan get into the habit of just fighting at one speed himself and boxing in circles, taking the circles, whoa, step back, run around in the circle, try to turn you a little bit. Come back in, bop, boom, go to the body, boom, come back upstairs. But with Terrence Crawford, if you fighting at that one speed, his IQ will kick in. He will get that timing down. He will get that rhythm down. And once you get that rhythm down, it's going to be a problem for you. So if you can slow that speed up, boom, 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 or boom, 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 boom. Just slow it down just a little bit to where he thinking he go come in, and if he uses pace, it'll work for him. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I don't think Virgil Hunter going to teach him um, something that's that more special to hang with
Mhm.
Terrence Bud Crawford, even though him and
Correct.
Virgil Hunter, you know what I mean, they got their fights together, and
Yeah.
and they are good. They are a good I mean, a good pair to work with each other. But we've seen what happened in the Canelo fight. Even though we know Canelo is the bigger fighter, Canelo, you know what I mean, feint and catch you and he counter punch. But with Turnbull Crawford being more elusive than Canelo, um, being
Better
more
footwork.
athletic, you know what I mean, and know how to switch up his styles to confuse you as well. I think
Yeah.
he caused more problems than Canelo for us. Him just worrying about one big punch. You know what I mean? You got to worry about the boxing IQ as well. And we know Curtis Anderson, what's going down, bro? We know for a fact that Bud is coming to hurt you. You know what I mean? So I think with American trying to box, you're gonna have to worry about Bud busting IQ. Like I say, Crawford is one of them fighters that can fight in the inside, on the outside, in the middle range.
Hmm.
He hit horse with both hands. You know, he go to the body well, and he's precise. You know what I mean? The dude is so precise. You know, shoots all his shots from the right angle. You know what I mean? And he get leverage on his shots. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good scrap, bro. It's gonna be a good scrap. Amir Khan could make it 12 if he see the punches coming, and if he slow himself down. But if he get in there and he get into that rhythm of that one pace, Bud will time him, and Bud will stop him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He will stop him. And what fashion? I don't know. You know, because we seen Amir Khan be knocked out by Canelo and British Prescott, but we seen Danny Garcia stop him on his feet.
Amazing.
Now, he went down to a couple people, but like I say, he's still a tough fighter. He's still fast, and speed can turn into power. So he can
It
probably
can.
pop.
I agree.
Yeah, he probably can pop
Oh
Bud
yeah.
with get his attention. So Bud gonna have to be real with some things too. But we know Bud right now just at a different level at his all time high in his prime.
At a level where Amir Khan used to be at, where time has changed. But also I gotta say something, and it's gonna really sum it up what you're saying about Amir Khan. What do they always say about old champions? Old champions got one more great fight left in them. Whether it's on the street or it's in the ring. They're gonna have one more left in them. And they could pull it out. They're able to pull it out. We've seen it in history multiple times. Guys past their prime, and you're like, okay, this ain't this fight. Just hope he does good. And the next thing you know, they just turn it on, and it's something. It's a beautiful night. It's something that you don't forget. And there's always that chance for a champion to be great one more time.
I don't think it's gonna be this fight though.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think it's
was
gonna be
just
this
about.
fight,
Hey,
but we
I
gotta
was
say
just about to say the
that.
same
I don't
thing.
think it's
I'm
gonna be
like,
this
this ain't
fight,
it,
but I
dog.
think you know.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying though, but I think American gonna make competitive though. But like I said, if he coming up fighting at that one speed, I think he get his ass broke down systematically.
Yeah,
And I ain't gonna
systematically
say
get
KO. I
beat.
see a TKO. I see
That's
a
how I think it's
TKO.
gonna go. Cause I don't think Bud got one
Y'all just
point
took that as
stopping
such a
power.
great moment. I put an old saying to it, and nice all of a sudden, like, but it ain't gonna be this night. Look, I'm not saying it's gonna be this night. I know. So I
Right,
hear Mr. J say, I was just about to say that.
right.
Yeah, bro, it ain't gonna be like I'm very like you'll learn this. I think you probably if you don't already know Golden Boy, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm high on Terrence Crawford, bro. Terrence Crawford, my guy, man. I don't think nobody at 47 can beat
Oh,
Terrence
I don't
Crawford.
think Earl Smith got nothing coming.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, for real? So you don't think he can beat Bud either?
After what I saw this weekend, it was beautiful. It was a nice tact. It was tactical. It was an
I
Olympic
like it.
style. You know the way he beat him. But if he don't step it up and add more to that, Terrence Crawford gonna be all in between that.
I'm gonna
All
tell
up
you,
in
I'm
between
tell you
that.
like styles make fights, Golden Boy.
They
Yeah, that's
Fight
definitely
true.
one
do.
And
fighter one
yeah,
way, you fight one fighter another way. I feel like Bud and Earl is gonna be a fantastic fight.
Great fight.
And
yeah, oh
I
yeah.
do got Earl pulling out, but to say you don't see Earl have nothing coming with Crawford it's kind of blasphemy right now.
No, this is what I'm saying. If he waits like how he did with Mikey, he won't have nothing coming
He
because
won't wait.
then,
He won't wait. He
yeah,
won't wait
Earl.
for
I mean,
Crawford.
Tim Bradley. I mean, Bud is not gonna wait. He's not gonna wait. He's not gonna wait like Mikey. And Mikey was sluggish and yada yada yada. But Bud's not gonna wait. He's gonna try to get in between that. So it's kind of like Earl has to be half of the Mikey Garcia fight and half of the Kell Brook fight. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like
Well,
he gonna be
well, the
Olympic
thing is,
style, but he gonna get in his chest and get in between his stuff as well.
yeah, the thing is though, we know this. Like once you fight a certain fighter, you always got to come with a game plan. You always got to have a backup, and then you always got to have a backup for the backup.
Back up for the backup. I know, right? For that last quarter of the fight.
Yeah,
You
all I'm
seen
saying is
Crawford.
he went in there with a certain style to fight Mikey Garcia, and with that game plan, it was working. And when you got something working, you never change up. If you don't have to do more than what you're doing, you don't do it. You know what I mean? Because people are watching you and people are game planning for you. So why show something that you don't have to show? You know what I mean? So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I feel like yes, T. Bud Crawford is that's a bad, bad, bad mother sucker. You understand? I got him still pound for pound number one. I got him still with the most skills in boxing. You understand? And it's gonna be a tough fight for Earl, but it's gonna be a tough fight for Crawford. But like I always say, Earl Spence range and distance, and Crawford is a range and distance guy too.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say, dude,
but
that's one of his best
the
attributes.
range and distance and the pace. Because Crawford like to slow down sometimes too, but he do got the energy. And like I said, to beat somebody like Earl Spence, you have to have strong legs. You understand? And that
Yes.
boy Crawford do have
Yes.
strong legs, But it's gonna be a great fight, man.
And
FTK Live
also,
Horizontal, what's
one
going
more
on?
thing. You might fight one guy and
Shouts out to the UK, man.
you might get hit with a punch and you feel like, oh man, like okay, certain guys hit you and it feel like a doop. You got certain guys that hit you as like a like a thud. Certain guys you might get in there with and another guy could take that punch and it don't feel the same. But when you get hit by that same guy, it feels like, man, it's a crushing punch, it's weighing me down. So you never know. Mikey was able to eat it. And then Bud may get in there and Bud may not be able to take that power. It's like, God, man, it may hurt you differently than another guy. You never know who may be that shot. Some guys hit too hard for certain guys, and certain other guys it don't bother them at all.
But
So
but the thing we forgetting, and I ain't heard nobody mention it yet. The thing about Bud, man, Bud take away what you do best. You feel me? Like if you
yeah,
look
if
at
it's your
Bud
foot
Crawford,
placement,
Bud will take away what you do best. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really I still have to look at Earl, and I think I'm gonna get a few more fights to look at him before the Crawford fight come around. I would say at least 2 more fights for each of them before that fight I think is realistically made. And I think his jab is his best attribute. I don't know, because maybe his body work. I think his body work is his best attribute, me personally.
I
But
think his
Earl,
foot placement and his hand placement,
you
honestly.
talking about Earl Spence?
Oh, you mean Earl? Oh, you mean
Yeah,
Earl?
because
Yeah.
Crawford gonna
His
take
body
away
work. I
whatever
was
Earl
talking
do
about Bud.
best. Whatever they feel like they is Earl's best chance of beating him, they gonna take that away from him.
And
So
you
whether
know what
that
it
be the
is, how to take
jab,
that away from
whether
him?
that be the jab, or whether that be the body work, right? People keep saying
Well,
like
you assume they're going to take it away, bro. You never know
he
what
gonna
happens
take
when they get
some.
into
He
the
gonna
ring.
take something away from him. I don't know if it's gonna be his
When,
best
when you fight an
attribute.
elite fighter like Earl Spence and vice versa, when you fight a fighter like Terrence Bud Crawford, it's not that you're taking it away. You can try to negate it, but
Negate.
taking it
Okay,
away is
yeah.
trying to stop them from doing it. Because one thing they're going to do, if you smart and you got the boxer IQ, you're going to fake them out. You're going to fake. You're going to do things to make
Correct.
them not worry about that, and you're
Correct.
still going to land that shot, bro. So it's not taking away. You try to negate those things to keep it as the lowest as minimum of landing it. But I don't see Bud really taking something away from Earl, and I don't see Earl really taking something away from Bud because they just that good in the ring, bro. It's going to be a high class chess
It's
match,
gonna be a red, yeah,
and they're
high
going to
speed
fight
chess match.
at
Yeah.
certain times. They're going to sit down and fight because both of them understand like this boxing shit. No, come on, motherfucker, we gonna see. You said this, I said that. Let's see if you can take it. They both got that same dog mentality, bro.
That's true.
They
No,
got
you
that dog
definitely right
mentality.
about that.
Bud is not afraid. Earl is not afraid, and we understand when Bud get hit, he want his lick back. Same with Earl
Yeah.
Spence. He get hit, he want his lick back. So that's gonna be a fight, man. It's gonna be a rumble.
Damn, sure gonna be a fight. As I say, I'm trying to be in the building when they fight, bro.
All right, let's touch on this, fellas, and then we get ready to hang it up.
All right,
Big
bet.
Baby and Joshua. Big Baby and Joshua. Big
Oh,
Baby and Joshua.
let's touch on that. Let's touch on that. But I was gonna go Clarissa Shield
Oh yeah,
and
yeah. Let's do Clarissa first. If you want, it don't matter.
She
but
closer.
now
She
let's touch
closer.
on
Her
Big
date
Baby and
closer.
Joshua first.
Big
Let's touch
Baby
on
getting smashed off, yo.
that.
What you think so? I
I
think
don't
he.
even see this fight
What?
make. I don't even see this fight happening. Honestly, I would be. I don't believe this fight's gonna happen until I see the first bell ring. Yeah, I said it. Damn it.
I'm with you. Shit.
Man, Big Baby finna beat his ass. Man, y'all crazy.
Listen to me, bro. All that look, I like Big Baby. I'm a fan, bro. He jumping.
Bruh.
Big Baby jumping my live streams. He always showing me love. But I can't tell a lie.
I can't tell a lie
I
neither.
can't
I'm
get on
happy
here
he
just
making the money.
yeah,
That's the
he
only
making
truth I
money.
could tell.
But like I say, Big Baby haven't fought that fighter that impressed me with him. Yes, he got into the ring
My
300
shoes
pounds.
missing,
He did
bro.
what he did. I give him credit. Take none away from him. Yes, you fought challengers. I don't know if you fought. I don't know if you fought a former champion, but I know you fought challengers. But Big Baby haven't did more than Dylan White. If he would have fought Dylan White and beat Dylan White, it would have proved something to me at
Or
this level.
Dominic Breazeale.
Yeah,
Even though
at this
Brazil, but
level.
the
Man, get the
height,
fuck, man.
yeah.
Dominic, man, you
Yeah,
ain't
but
proving
even
shit about
even
Big
No,
fight
no,
Baby,
the
Dominic
man.
height,
Brazil.
the height.
Yeah, yeah. But my thing is this, bro.
Oh.
We seen sorry, we seen AJ in big fights. We seen AJ face adversity.
Huh?
We seen him go down. We seen him hurt. So in those type of situations, he knows what to do.
I
We
remember
never seen Big Baby take a big punch. We never seen him get hurt. We never seen him face adversity, which we know is going to happen in the heavyweight division. He's not going to be able to move Joshua like he think he is. Yes, he have a great output, a punch output. But with somebody like Anthony Joshua who know how to go to the body and who know how to counter, I don't think he's going to have that output. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be worried about the counter shot. And I think once he feels Joshua power and see that he's not going to just move Joshua in the ring, he's going to have to try to box.
I've
And
seen him
that's
face
what things
adversity.
get interesting. That's what things going to get interesting because Joshua's the bad boy, man. He's a bad boy. Big money. Laugh out loud. Big Baby a dog too, money. I'm not saying he's not a dog, bro, but my thing is
We know he a dog.
you never seen him at this level. We never seen him at this level, and we don't know how he's going to perform with all these people in the stands. Even though it's in his hometown, he gonna have his family there. And if he get hit, if he get hurt, how do he react? Do he try to do too much? You know
I
what I
want
mean?
Mr. J to go before me.
This is a different level right here, man. This is the creme de la creme. This is the elite. This is the top dog. So the British are coming. The British are coming.
Who's coming?
Like the British say, the British are coming. So they are going to travel for that guy, bro. They're going to travel. And like I say, when Big Baby get hit, now look, I'm not saying he can't take it. He's going to have to prove it. You understand? But I got Anthony Joshua, and I got him by stoppage.
Go on ahead, Mr. J.
Man, I disagree with y'all, man. I think Big Baby actually give Joshua a fight, man. I do like I think you're right in the sense that he not gonna be able to just push him around like as easily as he think he is. But I do think his punch output could give Joshua a little bit of problems because we know Joshua to be like not to waste a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? Very kind of like in a Mikey Garcia sense, very economical, and his punch is very accurate when he punch. You know, the one thing that would concern me from if I'm in Big Baby corner is if Joshua get that jab pumping early and get it out there and start touching Big Baby with it. Will Big Baby be able to make an
Slide
adjustment
up
to be
under
able
that
to
stuff.
counter it, right? To be able to counter it over the top with his hook, or be able to do something to where he can get his offense off despite Joshua putting that 1-2 in his face. You know what I'm saying? And I think if he can't overcome the jab early, I think it's going to be a long night, maybe even an early night for him.
Hedging your
Probably an early
bets.
night for him either way once Joshua catch up with him. But I do think the output will give him trouble early. And I don't see him winning the fight, honestly, but I do. No, maybe a small portion of me thinks that he could win the fight and pull a huge upset if he can get it to the cards. But he got to be able to hit Joshua with something to make Joshua respect his power, to keep him from walking him forward. Because eventually, what Joshua's gonna do, he's gonna let him get his offense off. But
The
once
fuck?
Joshua wants to start walking forward, and he realized that Big Baby can't really hurt him, he gonna start going to the body, walking him down. And once he start getting Big Baby tired and get him in deep waters, you know what I'm saying, 7th, 8th, 9th round, he gonna fuck around and stop Big Baby on the rope somewhere. Honestly, it's probably how I see it going. Truthfully, but I think it's a good fight as long as it lasts. So,
I'm gonna
how
say
much?
this: Big Baby walk a sleeping giant.
I agree too. I agree too. But you ain't never really seen Joshua to be a guy that fight with a lot of emotion either. You know,
You say we ain't never seen Joshua do what?
like fight with like that emotion in it. You know what I mean? Like kind of
Oh
how
no, I ain't saying to go fight out emotion, but what Earl said about Mikey, he would have caught me off guard if he would never talking so much shit. So I think Anthony Joshua coming to America for the first time, he want to prove something. And people get it twisted, man. Anthony Joshua is a real cat. You know what I mean? He a real
hmm
dude. People think just because he's from British, he a pushover. No, I don't look at him being soft or none of that, bro. Or none of that. You know what I mean? And somebody like Joshua, look, I know certain demeanors, bro. I know certain demeanors, and that demeanor and that dude, yeah, he might be quiet. People can call him this, that, and the third because he got his paper, and he live by a different certain set of rules how he carry himself, you know. But don't sleep on that dude, bro. That dude is a lion. He's a killer. He's a killer. He want to hurt you in that ring. So it's cause we gonna see. June 1st is on the way. Is
Is
on the
that
way.
June? That's June 1st.
June 1st is on the way. Is on the way. All right, Golden Boy, let's go. Boxing guru.
First of all, let's give a big slow clap to Eddie Hearn because this is beautiful. I mean, to set up this fight, I'm gonna put it right across the pond in New York. I'm not gonna go to Staples. You know, I'm not gonna go to the Verizon Center in DC. I'm not going to Philly. I'm not gonna go to Vegas. I'm gonna put this within, in a sense, walking distance from England. And you know England will make that trip. They will be people from England and they will make that trip there. If they made the trip for Ricky Hatton to Vegas, they will make the trip to the Garden for this.
They coming.
And this is to throw a whole big old thing like, yeah, big country. Yeah, we don't need you. You see this? And we're just gonna, you know what? We're gonna need this at the Garden. So let's go ahead and get Big Baby. Let's finally give him this shot.
Facts, Marcus Davis.
And my thing is, I'm happy for any fighter that's gonna make some money. You know, I'm happy for Big Baby. But this is my thing. I've seen him have adversity. I've seen him face adversity. He was coming up the ranks. It was on Showtime. He had on Silver and Black. He fought a kid that been on Showtime about 3 times by that point, and he had on White. He wanted coming back, stopping the kid, but the kid was giving him all he want.
What you talking about? We talking about
When Jarrell Miller fought, he did face adversity on Showtime, on Showbox. The boy, I forget the daggone kid name. The boy was on Showtime a few times, and he gave Big Baby some go before Big Baby finally took that deep breath, got that second win, and came back on him and finished him. You know, he faced adversity. He took some clean shots. Now, this is my problem. Mr. Sweet, Boxing Sweet Science 2.0, he kept posting, you know, look at this clip of Big Baby moving all light on his feet and all this and that and sparring.
it
Those
wasn't Joey
clips,
DeWaco, was it?
huh?
Not Joey DeWaco.
It was Babyface Assassin, Pulowski, the dude, the Polish guy. And it
Oh,
was
Pulaski.
yeah, it was him and the other boy. It was another guy that he was working with too. And he was on his toes. He was giving a lot of this, giving a lot of double and back, moving. And he was throwing a lot of punches, which he does. But I remember when that happened. Like I wasn't there, but I remember when it happened because that was like right when I think Big Baby was probably like 4-0, 3-0 at that time. I think when it happened, I'm not sure, but I got the call about That, you know, so that was the point is that was a span of time ago. The time now, he's done ate so many burgers and he's had leg injuries from Muay Thai and all that other stuff. He does not move on his feet like he used to. He does not move his head. He does not give double in. He does not give swivel at all. And a lot of the guys that he's fought have been right there for him. When
that's true. That's definitely true. Okay. That's
they've
true.
been right there for him. So to you guys' point about seeing him against a Dominic Breazeale, the thing that would have showed something against a Dillian or a Dominic Breazeale, if he fought Dominic Breazeale, we would have expected for him to beat Dominic Breazeale. But we would have had more of a 50-50 thought process with this, because if we would have saw him do something to Dominic Breazeale, we're like, okay, so he can handle that height. He can take that long jab. And like, for instance, Mr. J was saying, I like to see him roll under and throw a big hook. Yes. Or he could do this. He could sit there, boom, and boom, let that jab land, let Anthony Joshua put that jab on his forehead. Let him purposely do, like Tommy Hearns used to paw you. Let him do it, and then just won't put it on your shoulder. Because in the pros, you could touch. In the pros, you could touch the guy, so you could touch his glove. Put it on your shoulder. Come up under. If you feel like you too far, change the angle. Go up under his lung. Make that heart skip a beat, or go up under his floating ribs. Go up under it. You can sit there and do that, or if you add a good angle, go up under it and go to his jawline. Go up to that or go behind the ear. We never saw that. We could never sit there and say, hey, man, he was giving him a lot of double in when he was sliding in. He was moving, rolling in, giving him this, giving him that. He wasn't doing none of that. He wasn't like fainting. Like, when have we even seen Big Baby faint? Faint and walk. Like, faint on the guy, I'm going to step this way. Take the deep breath. I'm going to keep bringing the pressure. I'm going to just keep touching him. All right, now I'm going to walk. Like, we never seen him walk. We never seen him faint. We never seen him. I'm going to touch. And I'm going to do a double up. Pop, boom. And drop that stuff on.
One more thing, Golden Boy.
Yes, sir.
We don't even see the real power from Big Baby to really, like in the heavyweight division with the top guys, you see power, devastating power.
Yeah.
I don't see that power from Big Baby.
Like, you've seen, and this the thing. He said it himself. I train hard, but I like cheeseburgers. He said, oh, yes, sir, I'm going to speed it up. Like,
no, you don't got to speed it up. I said salute to DJ Black Trump Music. Okay, how your business?
And like, he said, I train hard, but I like cheeseburgers and my wife cooks good. All right, yeah, we got a lot of laughs out of that. We got a lot of giggles. He's very personable. We get all of that. But here's the problem with that. You have I saw him work his way up the ladder from when he was, fighting at that high school gym, and he was knocking guys out, and then he got on Showbox, faced some adversity that night, beat that guy. But from that time, he's gained more weight, fight after fight after fight, to 300 pounds, to where now he's completely flat-footed. Okay? He's completely flat-footed, all right? We don't even see this dude skip rope, all right? And it pisses me off when I have to say stuff like that about a fighter, because I look at Big Baby and you could see the talent. The boy can throw double hooks. He could turn the uppercut off the three. You see it, and then you start to see it dissipate. And it's like, now you've been crying, whining. You've been talking big giant. I had a friend tell me he a typical New York fighter, and I looked at him. I ain't gonna say who it is. He's gonna get his page lit up from New York fighters. But he's like, how New York guys are? They talk the biggest junk, and they come with some heart. But as soon as you bust them in the mouth, then you just start banging on them until they quit, and then they find a way out. Some of them find a way out. And I said, man, that's you can go to any state, and that ain't just one guy, or that's not the mental makeup or whatever. And he was very adamant about that. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but you give people reason to say that, because you're talking all this junk about this guy, but you look worse than what you
and let me say this, like,
yes, sir.
I don't know where all this anger come from for Anthony Joshua from Big Baby. Like I say, I eat, sleep, breathe Anthony Joshua.
I'm gonna get to that.
I got a picture on my wall. Anthony Joshua. It's like, bro, nobody wasn't screaming for Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Miller. It's not like Jarrell Miller was in position to fight Anthony Joshua when you got swerved or they've been dodging you and dodging you. Of course, you in that division. I mean, you in that that division, right? And yes, you want to fight, but it's been all about Wilder, Joshua Fury, Wilder,
I was
Ortiz.
screaming for
You
it.
know what I mean? So you
I was
just now
screaming.
coming to that position. So you should be like you talk your way to this fight. You talk your way to this fight, and I, if you get to this fight, in my opinion, you earned it because you have
Yeah,
been fighting and
you
you stay
totally
undefeated. But don't make it like Joshua been um
ducking you.
ducking you, right, or been doing you wrong and shit like that, you know. So go ahead, go to boy.
And like you see him, he hasn't even like, okay, you ain't got to do all of the bicycle stuff. We get that. I'm not saying he has to, but what I'm saying, you don't even see like the busyness. Yeah, he throws a sleeper 100 punches around, and what do I mean by that? Or a sleeper 70 punches around. What I mean by that is you'll see some guys touching, and they do it for the load up. He'll do it, but then he'll go rounds where he just doing this. Like, you know how you see fighters taper down and workouts and they hit the double impact, they hit the swivel back, just touching it. Next thing you know, he's at 100. Then he may drop a brick, boom. He may drop another brick here, pop, boom,
Nah,
boom,
DJ
or
Black, I
whatever.
think he should have fought. I think he should have fought. Um, I think he should have fought uh,
Dillian.
Dillian White when he had a chance, bro. I think he
And
should have
this,
fought Dillian White.
yes. And you know what's crazy? Like, you don't even see him like off the
Wait,
bounce.
hold
Everything is,
on,
oh Lord. Yes, sir.
hold on, wait. So y'all said, well, what would have been in it to gain for Dillian White for fighting him? Like, why not take a fight like a Joseph Parker type of fight or something? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
I
Joseph
think he
Parker
could have
wasn't.
got Joseph Parker
No,
too.
Joseph Parker wasn't presented to him. Dillian White was a fight that was on the platter.
Yeah,
He said no, and
Oh, okay.
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
no, and the reason why he said no because he said Dillian White haven't done anything when we
Yeah.
know Dillian White did way more than Big Baby in this boxing game. So that
Dillian White
rubbed me
is
the wrong
taking
way.
risk.
Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I've had guys in gym say Andy Ruiz will give Big Baby that work.
Well, yeah,
You
DJ
know,
Blackman, you can throw a lot of punches when the motherfucker ain't hitting you back. Like I say,
yeah.
when when
Nobody's
when, when
countering.
he yeah when he throwing when he get hit with an AJ shot, you ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see the output that he
No,
put in
what's
his
that
body.
guy's name? What's that guy's name, Mr. Money, that you just talked about? That you just saying that you're talking to right now, responding to?
Oh, this is my guy DJ Blackcharm.
Mr. DJ, like, watch for this. One of the things that you see guys, so especially in the pros, but you see it more in the amateurs now. When you see a dude putting his jab out there, or if he pulling you, like I'm teaching my little cousin right now, the one that you saw on my Instagram, the dark skinned boy, 12-year-old,
Yeah,
that you was like, yo, your cousin gonna be not that little boy.
yeah.
We teaching him
Okay.
now. You're not gonna be as tall as he was like, my uncle was like, you're not gonna be as tall as your cousin. You're gonna be a little bit, so you gotta be ready to take that and boom, put it on your shoulder or step, boom, pull it on your shoulder. And you can make it real like ominous, just sitting there, picking it. Okay, he's putting it on his face, boom, and you pull it over to your shoulder, and now you done took that step. And now he's undone this and put some of his body over his knee. And then you turn it under. Wow. And or you could sit there in the pros, you could grab your man. You could pull leverage on you. In the amateurs, they say stop, they give you the warning. You have never even seen Big Baby against some of the taller guys that he's fought or guys his height with while dominating. Do that where he's gonna boom slide under, pop, 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 boom, or whatever, or just you ain't even got to be that many punches. Just won't turn it won't under and over, or I'm gonna pivot over here. Won't you ain't never seen him do none of that. We've seen AJ with that size walk, feint, give you all them different looks. This is what I mean where I saw some problems where we know Big Baby talks junk, and we all know he's kind of like Riddick Bowe. But Riddick Bowe bought the goods Okay, like Riddick Bowe could fight in this era. If you took the 1990, 1991 Riddick Bowe, the first Holyfield fight Riddick Bowe, and you put him in this era, top 5. Like he might even beat some of these dudes straight up. Or all of them. You can have that 50-50 thought in your head. You can look at Big Baby, and I honestly, and I hate to say this, I see, because I've been stalling this whole conversation not to say this. A lot of bull leading up to this. Me and my friends, when the press conference came out and he pushed them, then he sat down and he kept saying what Mr. Monty said and a lot of that other stuff. I saw scared. No fighter's scared of nobody. No fighter's scared of nobody. But it was more of, I got to play mental games.
It was
like a need.
It was
a
nerves.
need. Yeah, like nerves. It was a need to this guy's, I could look in this guy's eyes and tell he's going to be there. So all of the mental stuff with Big Baby didn't start at that press conference. It started 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when he first started calling Joshua's name out. It started then. It started with little innuendos. I'm going to say this. Get in his head now. I'm going to say this now. And when I saw AJ say, I'm sorry, y'all, for cursing, but I'm going to break this man's will. I'll shut the F up. I'm going to break his will. I'm going to hurt him. And I'm going to purposely take him into deep waters and I'm going to drown him. Okay. When I heard him saying that, and you could see Big Baby get, and whenever you see, all the old fighters always told me, and it's been legit. I saw legit worry of knowing I'm going to get punched down on all night and I'm not going to be able to move out the way and I'm going to get punished. But I'm going to get this check. I hate this. I hope he don't end up like Layman Brewster, where he's going to wind up leaving that with a bad eye injury with multiple surgeries. Because it looked like that's what you're turning this into. Where
Corey's boxing. What's going on, Corey?
AJ that's what it looks like.
AJ hit harder than Gerald Washington, bro. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's for damn sure.
And I'm telling you, like, I don't see Big Baby moving around them jabs, sliding up under that brick, pawing that, picking and catching, sliding up under. I don't even see him throwing. He can't throw that BS 100 punches around and thinking that it's gonna get somewhere. He gonna have to really commit. If you doing that with 10-ounce gloves on, what are you gonna do and you making it like it's hard to throw these 100 punches, and you're only committing to 2 hard shots, or at the most 5 hard shots a round, or which is okay because depending on the circumstances, you setting your man up for. But I mean, every guy that he's fought has never been able to impose. Go back to that fight where I cannot remember the guy's name, but he had on white trunks, all white. Big Baby had on silver and black. It was on Showbox. Go look at that fight. That kid gave it his all, and he made Big Baby fight. Big Baby won't bring out that guy. He won't have that guy that night because a lot of it has dissipated with girth and gluttony to where he can get in there with guys who cannot outwork him, who are not on his pedigree. What did I say before? Just like with Adrian Broner, you fight certain guys who cannot, you're not in top shape, but they can't push your shape. They can't push you to feel that you could get over on them. He's not going to be able to do that. So I'm going to mentally play games with Anthony Joshua for 2 years, and I'm going to try to make him some type of frustrated to where maybe I'll have a better shot tonight. Like maybe I'll have a better shot on this night because I finally got the big money fight I've been wanting. Been wanting this fight, calling for this fight. I may pay a price for it. And I'm telling you what I know because I've had fighters who talk. I'm not going to say who, but they were in my dad's era. and I grew up around them. There were certain fighters who purposely called fighters out, finally got their attention, talked so much crap to make the fight bigger because they wanted that payday, needed that payday, but they knew they wasn't ready for that fight. They knew they wasn't in the best shape. They was in shape, but they wasn't in 12-round shape. They probably was in 6 hard rounds, or 8 hard rounds, or in an 8-round shape, but only could get 4 hard rounds of shape, and somehow have to get it under control to make it to the championship rounds in that kind of shape. And they wind up getting blasted. And like, thankfully he's not hurt. And openly, I've seen tell my dad, man, I was talking junk to him so I could get the fight. I was talking junk to him to get the fight. I wanted to make the fight. You know, when I grabbed him and I gave him the hug when they stopped the fight. Yeah, I was telling him, man, you know, I was only saying that to make the fight happen. Yeah, I've seen it in this living room. Like, straight up, bro. Like, straight up. Don't be surprised if Big Baby says the same crap. Man, you know, I was just doing that. You know, yeah, man, you know, all much love, bro. You know, I was only saying that so I can make the fight, man. You know, it's all love. It's all love. You know, we both fought. It's all over with. All right, yeah. All right, let me raise your hand in front of the crowd. Get the, man, get out of here with that. I'm telling you.
He said it was Thomas Adamick. Was it Thomas Adamick?
No. It wasn't Tomas Adamick.
Yeah,
That's recent. This is when he was coming up the ladder. This is when he was making his way up the ladder. He had just made it on Showbox, the new generation. Right. He had on double A. He had on Mr. Yeah, he had wore Mr. Double. I know Mr. Angel. Mr. Angel, who just made Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, made his outfit, makes the Serrano sisters outfits, Miss Mel's outfits. Though, like, he had on silver and black skirt with the black double A's. And the guy who he fought had on all white. It was a black guy, all white. And I forget this boy name. And I feel so bad because I watched him fight multiple times on Showtime before he fought Big Baby.
If you heard his name, would you remember it?
He gave Big Baby, huh?
If you heard his name, would you remember it?
Yes, I would. Matter of fact, I don't want to exit out of this now, and you guys wind up not being able to see me. But I'm about to look right now.
Isaac Villanova, Johnny Crawford, Tyrone Gibson.
I think it was Tyrone Gibson. I'm not sure. Wait, Jarrell. I'm typing in it right now. Jarrell Miller versus Showbox.
Tyrone Gibson got stopped for two rounds though.
No, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that fight then.
Tobias Rice.
Huh? What'd you say?
Tobias Rice, Willie Chisholm.
No, it wasn't those names. I'll remember it. No, that wasn't it. It didn't ring a bell. Let's see. I'm typing in versus now.
Try George DeWaco, bro. I'm telling you. From Philly.
Because I'm looking them up right now to make sure, because I really want to tell people to look at this tape.
George DeWaco was a draw.
Yeah, that was his only draw. That was his only draw that he got. And but he hurt. I think he buzzed Big Baby, but it wasn't obvious. I don't think the guy knew that he buzzed him, but I knew Big Baby was blinking, like, okay, and he tried to like paw the jab, but he was a little buzzed, and that happens. And Big Baby wound up coming back, getting that second win, coming through that adversity, and he wound up catching. It was a highlight reel knockout for him. It was a highlight reel knockout for Big Baby, and that. If you go back and look at that tape, was he still big? Heck yeah, he was still big. He was still Big Baby, but he's bigger now. And he's not even moving or throwing that as many punches as he did that night. You know, so, I mean, you got to look at it that way, where it's like, is he going to really be able to show up? Donovan Dennis. That's the boy name. I remember it now before I even finally found it. The boy name is Donovan Dennis. His record was 12-2 at that time. When he fought Big Baby. I think it was for like a NABO or NABF or something like that belt. I'm not sure. But it was on Showbox. It was like 2 years ago, I think. And the boy name was Donovan Dennis. I remember his freaking name now. I can't believe it took me that long to freaking remember. His name was Donovan Dennis. Donovan Dennis. That's his name. Dang. Hello?
We are.
Yeah, like his name is. Wait, hello.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
I thought I messed up or something. Donovan Dennis is his name, and he gave him some. And I'm like, you know what? Matter of fact, what was his weight? I'm gonna look it up. What was his weight that night? Because that tells a lot too. Like, because depending on what his weight was that night, that also proves my point. And if he fought that night, he had to be anywhere. I think probably 230, 250 maybe. Now he's 300. I mean, he's not even bouncing like that no more. He ain't moving like that no more. He's not gonna put Anthony Joshua's jab on his shoulder and slide up under that stuff. He ain't gonna pick it and try to come over, put it on his shoulder over here, and come over top with an overhand. I don't see that. The only way he's gonna have to take chances and really maybe get grazed with a right hand and get in his chest and really bang and turn into them body shots and come upstairs and really be able to hit him with something the way it's gonna make, like how he made Mikey Garcia freeze, or how Earl made Mikey Garcia freeze up over. Hit him with that type of combination where he has to take that chance, slide in, shoot the 4-5, come upstairs with the 2-3, and really make it count. Come over top with the 2 and come with a short 3 right in between, and then come up with a zip and really see his Anthony Josh. And what I mean, guys, if y'all know what I mean, like come with the 23-4, like I'm gonna shoot over the top, come over the shoulder with the overhand, because I'm smothering now, and then I'm gonna shoot a short 3 to like close that gap, that short time, and then boom, come, and then next thing you know, I'm shooting that uppercut, boom, and I might throw a little shoulder in there while I'm at it, and rub my mohawk on him, that big baby had, rub that hair on him a little bit, and keep ripping him from there. Make his body freeze up to where you could get him flat right there. Mr. Frazier told me one time, he said it again on the Thriller Manila documentary. He said, son, he was telling me, I had all the tools and whatever, and he liked the way I move around the ring. He said, you move around the ring like a guy I didn't like, talking about Ali or whatever. And we got to talking boxing, and him and Marvis Frazier, right before he passed, not too long before he passed. And him and Marvis Frazier were talking boxing, and we're talking about body shots because the fights are happening as we're talking. And he said, man, this boy not going to the body enough. I said, he's not, Mr. Frazier. And he said, man, a guy don't worry about his head. A guy worry about his body. As soon as you hit him to the body, and that blood squirt out of them organs, and now that blood can't, a body shot from, and you heard Paulie Malignaggi say, blood from the second round, a body shot from the second round, you might start feeling it in the sixth round. Your legs don't feel as right. You can't really move like you want. You can't bounce like you want because your legs don't feel like they is full. Like it feels weary. Your legs feel weary. He needs to slide up under that, take that chance, put that jab on his shoulder, slide up under that break that Anthony Joshua going to throw in that hook, because Joshua loves to add a hook. He loves to add that 3. He ain't just no big guy that's going to shoot a long 1-2. If he can, he going to turn that stuff wide short and under if he can. He loves to throw hooks and uppercuts, and that's what I like about him. He has to be ready to smother that stuff, log cabin that stuff, and pick and roll under that stuff, and turtle that stuff, and then come up under, boom, 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 and get that stuff, rip that 4 to the body, rip that 4 to the body, boom, boom, throw your shoulder on him, get him off me, boom, boom, rip that stuff, come up top. And then I'm going to sit there, smother him, touch him here, real soft. Wow. And then as soon as he leaves that space, if you think, all right, he ain't thinking about it, wow, come up top. And it come under soon, because once I throw that, my body's going to go here. Once I throw it and I come under, wow, and I come over, wow. Then as soon as I'm here, I can either touch the body again, or I could sit there and go back over here and swim over here and do whatever little soft taps and then rip something else. Or I could sit there and get pro tricks, ride the line of dirty, and hit him on the thigh, throw my shoulder on him, roll back under again, make my hair touch his face and mess with him, because already he a little shook from that overhand. Now touch it over again, now do it again, boom, boom, on the other side, come with a short hook, boom. He's going to have to do that, and I don't see him doing it, period. He's going to wind up getting stopped.
All right. So with that being said, you got him getting stopped. I think he gets stopped myself.
Less than 6.
DJ Blackthorn, we see that you're going for Big Baby. I don't blame you, bro. But I just haven't seen Big Baby face the adversity and fight a top-notch fighter for me to say gonna be Anthony Joshua.
And can I apologize, Mr. Money, real quick? I'm sorry if I for talking so long, y'all. I
No, no,
just
no,
like
no.
if I see, I'm trying to like
It's only man
diagram a
you.
fight.
It's only man you. I knew when I got you on here, I know what I was in for, so it ain't nothing, bro. All right, so last subject, because I don't want the computer to cut off on us because we going red.
Oh, okay.
Clarissa Shields and Lady Hammer, man.
I see Clarissa beating her, but Lady Hammer can fight. You mean
Hell
Lady Hammer
yeah.
can fight? She,
Hell
but
yeah.
she got an ugly hook. I mean, my God, like it don't make no daggone sense that you a world champion, made it that far, and you got a sorry hook like that. They gotta, if they can make that girl, she got a beautiful one too, that an Olympic style one too, a solid fundamental one too that can make. What do I always say, Monty? Make someone reset. You can make
Uh-huh.
someone reset or make someone eat something trying to come in, and by the time they try to come in, you already done took that step to circle around them and move, and now they got to reset and chase you again. That's beautiful. But her hook is so ugly and she throws it. So we already know Clarissa gonna be all up under that. Like Clarissa gonna be all up under in between all of that.
Yeah.
So this is my problem. Do I think in my opinion, like has she fought some good girls? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She like Lady Hammer has, but I don't see her. The thing that makes a difference here, she's not on the same skill level as Clarissa. I'm not saying that, but her 1-2 is good enough, and her footwork is good enough to make Clarissa, all right, I'm gonna feint her and then I'm stepping over and then I'm sliding in. I'm not just gonna walk, you're gonna give her that respect instead of just sliding in, because if you ain't got no respect for somebody, you're just gonna walk right in and dog them.
Right.
Carissa's gonna give her enough respect to her. Oh, I'm gonna step, slide over to the right, and I'm gonna plant and slide in, and I'm gonna get her. That's enough respect. I don't see her shortening up that hook to make Clarissa run into something. And I see Clarissa even from the outside, letting her throw that 1-2, picking, count, pick, pull, and which I mean is pick, pull. You're gonna come over top or pick, pull, double jab back to get something, kind of like a sword fight. Do that, sliding up under that, and then by the fourth round, it turns into a dog fight that Lady Hammer don't want.
I feel like it's gonna be a good scrap, yo. It's gonna be a good scrap, and I got Clarissa winning. But like you say, Lady Hammer, she's a good fighter, man. She's a good fighter. She do got a good one too.
Yeah,
She
she's
is
there
a good
for a reason.
boxer. Uh-huh. She's a champion for a reason. No
Yeah,
skill for coming in. But I just figure like once Clarissa um get under her jab, bro, because I do think Clarissa's gonna get under her jab. I feel like she's gonna try to bully her and go to her body. And Clarissa wanna try to hurt her face. She wanna try to disfigure
yeah,
her
she
face,
wants to
hurt her face.
damage this girl.
Yeah, I know people saying, "Oh well, Clarissa don't got the power to do this and do that." She's just,
What?
some people think that Hammer is stronger than Clarissa. Some people
What?
think that Clarissa is not on
And these
Hammer
people
level.
probably never saw her fighting the amateurs. Probably haven't talked to people who have fought her like this guy, this one right here.
Uh
This
huh.
guy has the fuck. Oh, sorry for cursing. My bad. But like, come on, bruh.
Corey, Mr. Altogether, he
Yeah,
says Clarissa don't stand a chance, and if they really love her, they wouldn't let her fight Christina Hammers. They would give her some more fights, which I
nah.
say, oh no, which I say, bullshit, bullshit,
Oh,
and more bullshit. Oh, right now how I feel about that. We argue about this all the time. But the thing is, Lady Hammer is a champion for a reason. I do think a lot of people like her looks and go for her because of that thing. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. But when she get in there with Clarissa, because I think she think Clarissa is just a bully and thinks
yeah,
she can't box and thinks she don't got a good jab. Like when that's the thing. If Clarissa box you, you are really in trouble. You want her to try to bulldog you so you can have a chance. I seen that girl when she on the outside. When that girl throw that 1-2, that girl
yeah.
fast.
She's a
That girl got
boxer,
a good hook.
puncher, in every
Yeah,
sense of the word.
that girl can counter your ass and everything else. You dig what I mean? But April 13th is gonna be a good scrap. I got Clarissa becoming undisputed. I mean, yes, the
Yeah,
undisputed champion
undisputed.
in that
Yeah,
middleweight. You understand what I'm saying? I got her. I got Hammers hanging in there, but we know it's gonna be a 10-round, 2-minute fight. But I got Clarissa heating up. I don't think she's gonna stop her but I do see Clarissa um win a unanimous decision, bro. Unanimous decision. Dig what I mean?
Um, I see her. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tries to rob her and like, make it a split. I mean, of course that's not a robbery, but you know
I
how they
understand
do
what you're saying.
sometimes, bro, where they try to give somebody that, they do like they did with Cinnamon. They make the split
Uh-huh.
thing. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but I do see Clarissa. I do see Clarissa weighing Christina down to the body a little bit because I don't think no one has ever been in her chest like that. And I've seen where other girls like Miss Tori, who I know, and other people get in Christina's chest, and she handled it well, but you could tell if the heat was a little hotter, maybe she wouldn't be able to cool off in between rounds and come back fine. That maybe she could wind up getting stopped in the anywhere between the 8th and the 10th. But she has a long enough jab to maybe make occupy Clarissa enough to make her have to slide under, and or you never know, she might let Lady Hammer come forward or work the C pattern in the center of the ring and go, yeah, come on, I'm gonna let you throw it so I can counter and you commit and bring your body weight forward and I'm gonna rip everything. I'm gonna throw 4 and 5 shots. And I know they coach K Karoma, he lives right up here. Like K
Uh-huh.
Karoma be like, right now, this round we're gonna throw 3s and 4s. Next round we're gonna go 4s and 2s. Understand? Like you give it, and then we're gonna throw 3 punches at a time, and then the later rounds we're gonna throw 5 punches at a time and mix it up. All right, 3 hard, 3 fast, 2 hard. The 3 to get you there, 2 to finish her off. Get what I'm saying? I can see that.
Okay. Man, my boy, we got Clarissa. That part. But we've been going for a minute, older boy. I've been on for a minute. I want to thank my brother for coming on. I appreciate you, bro. Let the people know where they can find you, golden boy.
Oh, Junior at Junior the Golden Boy on Instagram, and my name Don Hollingsworth II on Facebook. And I always follow everyone back. I always show love and everything, man. And like I always say, I appreciate you, Mr. Money. You always believed in me. You always told me, man, you should start talking more. Stop being so quiet. You should talk more boxing. You know your stuff. And I ain't had that much confidence in myself. And I know you get tired of me saying this each and every episode, but I'm gonna say it each and every episode. I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself about it. I was like, man, that's for the pros. And you pushed me to say, and I thank you. Thank you for always giving me a platform and always inviting me.
No doubt. No one. I wish you well in the acting too, bro. I see you, man. I see you, bro. You know what I mean? And as far as you go, as far as you want to go, man. All you gotta do is keep your head down, bro, and believe in yourself. Fuck what the next person say, man. Dig what I mean? You got one life to live. Live to the fullest, bro. Y'all know what it is. This your boy Money. Y'all follow me on Instagram at Money_the right. I do great work over there. On Facebook at Money Brown and right here on Money Brown TV. We coming. We gonna keep it real. A lot of people don't like it. I don't care. I lose subs, I lose followers. Listen, man, don't hate me. Know what I mean? Don't hate me. Somebody gotta tell the truth. Know what I mean? But until then, this money, this the NSBC movement. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's all through the chat. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Live life to the fullest. And we'll be back with another one.